Welcome to sideB, motherfuckers.
Welcome to sideB, motherfuckers.
Hey, one rule, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. Yes, sir. Real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do. Ay, there's only one rule, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. And yes, sir. Real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do real fucking things. Alright, I'ma keep it general just like the army. Most real niggas know most niggas phony. Your shadow got your back, huh? Just like your homie. That's why shady niggas will harm thee. Just ask Caesar. Brutus got him and caught him before his last breather. If that don't make you believers, then you'll learn. Honesty is a quality that will burn, but it's cool. And trust is a quality you will earn. You a fool if you think you learn all of the rules. Imitating imitation and they calling it cool. I know a little bit, but go ahead and call me a fool. While you sprinkle sugar on shit and you calling it food. See, I'm just trying to groove and you standing on the wall with your hands on your balls, making crab claws move. Trying to bonk at a dog, but I don't bonk. I just fall back till you think you winning, but you lost in the beginning.
Westworld. Shit, man. Fuck.
Great show.
That happened, yeah.
Duh, I just fucking blew. Oh, I'm caught up, Chris, baby. Caught up.
You watching too?
Yeah, do I?
Yeah, so Chris was over here when I was watching some of them episodes.
Okay.
Like before you got here, Chris, man, we just had a technical difficulty that just like deleted a 20-minute conversation about the goddamn show.
That's fucking wild.
Oh, that's fucking whack. So it's like, yeah, I'm over here rolling a new blunt, trying to regain my goddamn energy because that just blew the fuck out of me.
Real shit. Ain't that some Westworld shit though? That it would delete your shit?
I mean, come on now, but Chris, I gotta tell you in advance, everybody in here on different spaces. My man's right here only seen season 1. Heem in the middle of season 2.
That's right. Me too.
And D in the middle of season 2. So you know, I don't know where you are.
I'm caught up.
I'm caught up. I'm with Jesse Pinkman and shit. I'm with Jesse Pinkman and shit. But yeah, bro, we were just talking about our first time was watching it and shit. And me and Marty was like, well, Marty versus us, because Marty was basically telling us like how is underwhelmed the word to use.
My experience?
Yeah.
Underwhelmed would be appropriate.
Because you're only in the first season.
No, not just that. No, my point was basically of like most of us watch the show like in our own bubble, without outside interference, without any other outside opinions, without Twitter, without water cooler talk. I didn't watch it. We didn't watch it live, so we didn't have a whole week to mull over and, like you said, go over the Reddit fucking opinions. So it's like certain things that surprised the fuck out of us. He already thought, and we looking like, nigga, you tripping? This is one of the best shows ever written. He like, well, me and my nerd niggas say different.
Yeah, we figured it out, and he wasn't as clever.
But the biggest shocker that we, I need guards. This is my last guard.
I have one right here.
But my biggest shocker, huh?
Yes.
That Marty hit us with off mic. I guess you gotta call it now.
Right.
He said he saw the Will being the man in the hat, black cat thing coming episodes before that.
At least 3 episodes in.
And we all looking like, you bloody dirty bitch.
Did you have any like a similar experience at all?
No.
Damn! Come on, man.
That would not be biggest.
I tell you.
I watched it so long ago though too that
Right.
I don't recollect.
But when you were watching it, did you see that coming at all?
Yeah.
That's what we're saying.
I don't recollect that.
I had no way of freaking like you guys were good.
Like, what was the right? I don't know what the giveaway was with that one.
I mean,
I did not see
that one. I did not see that one at all.
It's amazing on the rewatch to catch the tales they give you.
Dude, rewatching season 1 is
amazing.
Like, oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
That is nice.
Because, but the way they set it up for me wasn't obvious. They gave you just enough. Like from the dump, you said, "I've been doing this for 30 years," and now Dolores was an old friend. But he gave you just enough to be like, "Well, he's probably just been in this." You know what I mean? For you to justify it. But what was like? I wish you could remember what was so obvious for you guys. Because like I think we said off mic, there was nothing for me to even think that they would even be playing with time in that manner. Really? I'm thinking they just keeping it. Why would I think that? Why would I think they're playing with time?
Right. Otherwise, why are they telling these? Like, I don't know. I guess we were just maybe dissecting it too much. Like literally, like every hour on the hour while the show was off, like from Sunday to Saturday, we're dissecting every frame and shit. Because it's just like, well then, what if you think about this? Why is this person here? Why are we even telling these two stories? Why is she here? Why is she there? Maybe they're the same person. You know, like I don't know. I don't know why. Just like mad people talking in a room.
And they said it. That's what it was. Y'all had enough people from all over to just hive mind some shit.
Well, here's the thing. We were just throwing out crazy theories, and then the longer it went on, it's like, well, damn, maybe that's not a crazy theory.
And y'all have 1 week in between each ep.
Yeah, and it just keeps kind of building on to that. Like stuff starts making sense. It's like, well, it could be. Well, it could be. They haven't proven that it isn't.
Yeah.
You know, and then like just crazy theories turn out to be the actual truth.
My G, there's no.
And then it's like, was it a crazy theory or did we know it all along?
Again, dog, I'm gonna just stand by. There's no reason for me to think time was gonna be played with in that kind of manner. They didn't give me that.
Nah.
They you know what I mean? They didn't.
Nah.
They didn't see that time.
Now don't these.
Sorry, no.
Somebody involved in this, in the production of this, is involved in the production of Lost. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I'm asking. I don't know. I don't know for sure.
I never watched Lost either. I never
watched it either.
Oh, but that is like a.
But like, just sort of a running theme, maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to put together what it was. I'm just grasping at straws at this point. But I gotta just go back and rewatch it and be like, this is what it is, you know? Because
like I was saying before, like the one that I was able to catch on my own before they told me was the Bernard being a host. But again, I was saying. But that still got me greatly.
It got me good too. It got me good.
It still got me greatly because at the same time, like I don't watch this genre of film often. So I was like, just like I wasn't anticipating time, I also wasn't anticipating that one of the people outside the park would be a robot. Boom. That wasn't on my plate to even think about. So
I was in and out too. So I was like in and out between seasons. Like I never watched it consecutive, not to like the second one, but then I fell out for a while, so I watched it maybe like a month later too. So.
I watched it all back to back. So even still, like the thing that gave it away for Bernard was like really minutes before when he walked into the room. He walked into the room. And he don't see the door that old girl see. Now they shoot it in a great way. The door wasn't there when you first walk in. When you first walk in, there's just wallpaper there. And then when the camera comes back, there's a door there. So that's how it can trick your eye on your first watch. But here's the other side of it. He still didn't see the fucking door when they showed it to us. Right. So that's what got me when I'm watching it. I'm like, it reminded me of what Dolores saw when she saw the fucking picture of the future chick of what we find out later. I don't know if we find out in season 1, but you know what I mean, who it was. But either way it go, like I don't see any. This doesn't look like anything to me. You feel me? So Bernard had his "it doesn't look like anything to me" moment to a whole fucking door. So that's why I was like, wait. So as we moving in and they go downstairs and and the thing is we know story. All of us we're storytellers. Right. So we know story. So as they building up the shit and I see old girl looking at the designs of the other people and her reactions. And I'm like, the way she's reacting, that's going to be Bernard. Uh-huh. He ain't see a dough and now she's looking like, Bernard, have you seen these? I think it's going to be Bernard. But I was still like on the anticipation of, but maybe it's not though. When I saw them, I was like, oh my God! I thought that was the best reveal until we get to William. And you're
cool.
mad you caught that. But I was like, I battled between Bernard and William reveals being the two for me.
I like the Bernard.
Bernard.
Damn, I think I like the Bernard one.
William
Dude.
being the old
Bernard was genuine because I didn't figure that one.
Really?
Somebody
Oh!
else figured that one.
Wow.
Yeah, somebody else
because that
figured
nigga was so
that one. I
nice
didn't
back
know Bernard.
then.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
that fucking picture just threw me, son.
Bro,
that
when
shit
he,
threw me.
Bro.
That's the thing, bro.
when he took it out, that was a...
She watched
B, I told you this. I felt like I already had a feeling that Bernard was a host.
Why?
I don't.
Why do you think they would have posted in the real world?
He damn near had like human freedom. Like he was
I know.
doing
Like,
But
whatever
see,
you wanted.
my thing with Ford, right? I'm like, he would have a host somewhere working in there for him.
I agree with
Yeah.
that.
I just felt like.
but that's easy for us to agree with knowing him now. Like my first thought is what you're saying does make sense, and it especially makes sense since I know way more about him. But like
that's-
going in, I was just fresh, dog.
Yeah,
I think going in, I could kind of pick that about Ford because
Especially
he's very like he's a
ex-
fucking psychopath. Like he's got to have.
Well,
one.
no, but you don't
For
get
me-
that going in.
No.
Not the first watch though.
For me, it was this moment right here when Teresa explained to Bernard that they was basically planning to get rid of Ford, and then you kind of saw the Ford's character kind of crack around there. You know what I'm saying? Started to show his little cracks, and I'm like, okay, I kind of see you. You're kind of giving me evil scientist. One of these motherfuckers in here is a host.
Dude, he was
And I wouldn't be surprised if it's Bernard. Now, I didn't know for sure. It wasn't a fact type of thing. But I was just like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Bernard that's a host. So when it came out, I was like, oh, I knew that.
I feel like Ford. I think
He
Ford.
gave it to me.
I think Ford was crazy from Jump Street when
I
I
didn't-
first saw him, y'all, on frame one.
Yeah.
When he was deep down on the property, like you way down in the fucking basement by your fucking self, twiddling with this fucking host, like talking to it. I'm like, okay. And if like you're the one that runs this whole place, you gotta have a fucking host in here. Like you down this bitch basically.
I feel like a lot of this is a lot of hindsight talk, man. Like as far as him being everything you say up until you gotta have a host here. If that was the case, you wouldn't have been as surprised. That's what makes me feel like it's hindsight talk.
Nah.
And that's the only thing that makes me feel like, because everything you said, I agree totally with. But I'm saying just off the first watch, I remember the first things I thought Dolores was going to go crazy. I thought from dump I didn't fuck with Dolores because...
Really?
Because she was getting fucked over too much.
No, that's not even it.
This
No,
is
it's
what
not even
I
it.
fucking love about this
That's
shit,
not
because
even
everybody
it.
has
That's
such
what-
different
No.
experiences.
But you know who?
You know,
What about that
no,
nigga?
hold up.
Yeah.
I'm not even on her yet. No, hold up. Slow down. I'm just saying on Dolores before I even get into any of what y'all saying. Outside of this, I don't fuck with the thought of giving AI and shit consciousness. Anybody that really be around me when I be talking about shit like, dog, y'all be trusting these toasters too fucking much. Like, you know what I mean? I be like, dog, we be teaching Alexa and Siri gonna start answering us. I'm already a lightweight conspiracy nigga about trusting AI. Whenever I do watch things where you trust the fucking AI, I always be looking like, yo,
this is not gonna turn out
what
good.
the fuck are you doing? And it just be driving me because out of all the horror things that we have in this world, I mean, in media, that's the one the most akin to what we're actually doing right now. We have a robot overseas that we actually are cool with. This, I forgot her name, like being out and she's like, she's cool, but peep this. She had a fucking malfunction once that was like kill humans. And they just wiped her and kept her pushing. And I'm like, if that's not Westworld as shit. So all before I even watch Westworld, I'm coming in with my own shit. And that's the beauty that I love what you just said of. Everyone comes in with their own shit. So I'm already coming in. I didn't even know what Westworld was about. So I'm already coming in. When I saw it was about robots, I was like, wait a minute. That's what
First I thought it was gonna be
from that,
Wild West.
nigga, me too on some shit. When I saw it was AI, son, my cognitive shit is on.
Yeah.
You hear me? Early Bernard saying, yes, they're able to wipe the memories, these beautiful reveries. And they can remember, and they can remember their old thoughts. I think this is magnificent. I don't think that's magnificent. That shit's crazy. It's almost giving them a sort of consciousness. I was like, did you just say consciousness? You giving them consciousness?
Son, I thought him and Ford were both like on some other shit. I was like,
Son,
bro,
yeah.
Bernard, like y'all are.
Son, I wasn't
Y'all
trusting it.
OD, son.
So
Like,
from the beginning, son, I'm not trusting Dolores, dog. I was like, son, something about this shit gonna go left with this bot. You feel me?
she's the main bot. She's
Yo.
the fucking IP of the whole
Something gonna go
thing.
left. Like I
She's
always,
the face of the organization.
Yeah, she's the face of
She
the
is.
organization, dog. She got everything.
bro.
She
And
has everything.
and then they kept on saying all this in the first episode. She's the oldest one.
Yeah.
So then I'm going back to.
She's the one.
I'm going back to. So wait, you're telling me that they have these things where they can somehow access subconscious things from previous forms. We just only talking about season 1. They're only in season 2. That's why we said we sticking to season 1. So I'm saying like just on episode 1, they saying that she can that the robots can now remember shit unconsciously, and you're saying she has the most depth because she's the oldest,
Right.
which means she has the most things she can tap unconsciously.
That's like the same thing as us having like 50 lives, like lifetimes, like
Of
we have-
experience.
Yeah, we have lived and we remember it all.
And but she remember it yet, but my whole deal was
But it's like
She
stored.
gets- yeah, she
like
gets- she
but
gets-
on fucking
She
health.
has like glitch. What do you mean? Flashbacks. Basically.
yes,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm saying, but as we all know, by the end of season 1, she gets it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, from episode 1, I was like, "This is going." We all knew
well,
it was. And the thing is, when you really watched episode 1 again, there's all these people. Even the narrator, the nigga who write, the little funny ass British nigga. Even he was like, Sizemore was like, "We should not make them so smart. Bring them back, bro."
Sizemore tried to help y'all bitches. He tried to help y'all.
Reel them back.
There's
Like,
always
this
characters
is-
saying
no.
this shit.
He said
These things.
we are doing the most.
And
Slow
no one
down.
listens.
No one ever listens to that person. No one ever listens
Oh my
to that
god!
person.
So, dude, so
Is there any time playing? I'm sorry, I'm high. Are they playing with time in season 2, like they did in season 1? Yeah.
no comment.
Yeah.
Oh, he was about to
I
say
can't-
something.
I can't comment on
No
that.
comment.
Why you go? Oh!
Because no.
Oh,
Pause. Because it's not a simple answer.
It's
not a simple
at
answer.
all.
It's not a simple answer. Like even if I say yeah, because it's not a simple answer. When you watch season 2, you're gonna see why it's not a simple answer.
Alright, nigga, alright. You
Like-
gotta be on board, alright.
Like legit, like
Alright.
there's so many ways that I can say yeah, but I can also say no. Like, and the only way for you to get it is if you watch season 2.
Alright, I'm on board.
Yeah, bitch.
I got it.
Let's talk about Maeve.
Maeve
Oh.
is my girl,
Can we talk about Maeve?
my love,
Amazing.
Understand it,
a
right?
Amazing.
I am a
Amazing.
maven.
I love it.
Oh,
She's a maven.
She's
for
amazing.
real.
Amazing.
That's the
Yes.
truth.
A monster, dog.
And we all know it's gonna come down to Hubbard's Dolores.
Oh, that's a fact. Did you hear it?
That was.
Oh, no.
That would be a nice.
That is
battle.
a fact.
That's the
That is a fact.
That's the story. Okay, if I was to look at this shit just from story without even spoiling what I already know or whatever, and they ain't fighting or nothing. Wow.
Yeah, have they come in contact with each other?
Wait, what?
Have they come in contact with each other?
In season 1, they had that one situation where that was their first hit. In season 1, when they crossing paths, and Maeve was like, "Well, if you really about this liberty, Dolores, you gonna let me go my way, and you gonna go your way." That was season 1 shit, right? Yeah. And so Dolores had to be like, "All right, go ahead." I think this is still season. Damn, it's all meshed in my head. Season 1 ends. How does season 1 end? What is it? Season 1 ends with Dolores pulling the trigger.
Right.
So.
And them storming the party or whatever.
Yeah. Raid.
Oh boy.
So maybe they didn't cross paths in season 1. I'm not sure.
No, they didn't.
It's all a mix. That scene
Yeah,
that scene I
they
thought about
didn't
was in
really
season
cross.
2. So either way it goes,
I didn't remember that quite, but then I don't remember.
but you, I guess,
I don't
okay,
remember
so,
everything in season 1. So.
bruh, chill out. So you can't ask specific questions. You say we're asking specific
I was
questions.
trying to say so they didn't hear it because they were talking loud.
Nah, ain't no way nigga ain't gonna hear it.
You know what I said?
I heard
that
it.
part.
Did y'all hear what I said?
I heard what you said.
It's
You know what I said?
and we have a mic
And
running
we
too.
found out
Oh.
that they had blew up the Empire State.
But yes, well, I was just saying on the story tip, if you look at the bots that we got, you know what I mean? To me, when I look at Dolores, I feel like we watching like Heisenberg situation where we seeing a fire-ass Magneto villain story, right?
Yeah.
Get set up. When I look at Bernard, I feel like he the Professor X, he just don't know it yet. He trying to figure it out, but at some point it's gonna probably be like Dolores and Bernard, and you seen what's about to go down between how that was going on with them two. Like just the way they set up, because even in season 1 you got them as friends, like Professor X and Meg. I just keep on thinking X-Men for some reason, because I'm thinking, oh, the machines are like the mutants and shit. So it's like, I'm like, okay, who's the Magneto or Dolores and Magneto? So who's gonna be Professor X? And you think about it, might be this person, but I think that's Bernard. But then when I look at Maeve, Bernard to me ain't gonna fight Dolores. You feel me? So when I look at Maeve like the heart, like she the what, like it's almost like they wanted you to root for Dolores, but intrinsically you're supposed to root for Maeve, or even for reverse. Maybe like I think
like them both for different reasons.
You like them both for different reasons. What I'm saying is one is more heroic.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Naturally,
Yeah.
from a like Dolores is heroic, but she heroic for her people, for her kind. Whereas Maeve, she ain't in it for none of the bullshit. Like she just like it's all altruistic. It feel like with her. Yeah. That's gonna you kind of like just be. That's why I feel like when it comes down to it, it's gonna be the two women.
Actualizing consciousness, just trying to figure out what this is.
And May figured out on her own on some slick shit, and Dolores kind of got coddled for fucking decades or something. You know what I mean? But you gonna find it out later what happened. Yes, it's deep. Maeve is beautiful, dog. What you're saying? When did you really like? From jump, or was it a moment for Maeve?
Oh shit, dog! Damn, cause see, I feel like Maeve was fucking cutthroat from Jump Street.
No, but when did you start fucking with her? When did you feel like you liked her?
From Jump Street, son. Like she was so, like I'm a big fan of characters who lean into their fucking like flaws per se.
Debauchery.
Yeah, just lean into it. Like she had total control over like how she dealt with everybody. Like she didn't let anybody fuck with her. Like she was really smart. Like she was just a dope ass character, son. Yeah. Like, and she just kind of just made me want to just like not see her like die on some stupid shit. I have to see Maeve through the fucking end of this shit. Because I feel like she's going to be like one of the few, if any of them, who actually makes it through all of it. Because, most of them are going to fucking die, somehow, I think. But I think Maeve is going to like probably be the last one standing,
I can't wait till we have a season 2 finale talk. What you saying, Heen? Season 2 finale is crazy.
Oh, man.
Chris over here just smile. What you saying?
So Maeve is dead. Great.
I ain't even saying that. I'm just saying... I wasn't even talking about Maeve being dead. There's another thing that you said that I'm not gonna circle. But you said something that was very interesting. What you're saying?
Oh, I have a specific moment because I liked Maeve, of course, at first, but she wasn't like my favorite character. Like the person I have like hearts for and I feel for the most would have to be Teddy.
You gotta give Teddy a hug, man. Teddy need a hug. Teddy need a fucking hug. James Marsden, you cast him to always be fucked over by someone who
hates you. Oh
my god.
Yes, James Marsden. Cyclops. Go watch X-Men 3, go watch Superman Returns, go watch The Notebook. Anytime you see James Marsden, he's gonna be a good guy, but he's gonna get the shit in of the fucking stick.
That's just fucking
X-Ray, boy. Watch him lay down on the ground so we can walk the fuck all over you, goddammit. You left what you're here for.
You better take this $6 million and shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up and let my main character shit on you.
Now hold still.
What you saying?
So every time Teddy was on the screen, he was the person that I would feel for. But the moment when Maeve was like all the way awake, and she had come. That's season 1? Yeah. Mm-hmm. She had come alive again. And Felix was looking at her. She's like, if you're wondering if I'm all here, yes, darling, I am. I was like,
is that what she's in?
I like you so much. I like you so much. That was the moment for me. Right there. I was like, all right, I'm all the way on board with me.
Do you even like Maeve Lawrence?
Marty.
Hi, Marty. Raise your hand. Hi, Marty. Double the fuck.
We gotta get that nigga up for that one. Oh man, I hope he sticks around for that one. Alright, so I do love her. I remember specifically. So here's the thing. I liked her. Like, I always fucked with her. Definitely off jump, like D-Man said. But like when I fell in love with her, when she was fucking on boy, when they were like storming the castle or whatever, the bank robber dude or whatever, like that point, and then there's another point where I can't remember how she did it, but however she finessed them to set up her, to reset all her
controls. Yeah, that was so G. That was so boss.
I was just like, oh man, I don't give it. I think this is problematic, but if there is a robot apocalypse, I'm being triggered by you. I mean, I hope I'm not in charge of the gun. Because goddamn, girl, I think I'm in love. You know what I'm saying?
And then you see her using her powers.
Yeah,
she got powers.
Yeah, I guess I'm a fan.
But
for me, dog, honestly, son, I'm a Thandie Newton mark. As soon as I saw Thandie Newton, it was over. But as soon as I saw her, anything she could have done, and I feel like every scene she commands.
Oh my God, yes.
I was saying this to D, dog. Like, dog, she one actor like I would feel kind of intimidated being in a scene with, like, for real.
Word.
Like, cause they got a lot of heavy hitters that I feel like I just have fun with. But something about her.
Yeah, she like has controlled intensity. It's like you know that shit's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? She's in control. That's it's dope.
Yeah, she's really dope. She's super dope. I like her relationship. I like Hector too. The whole little squad. I like the little family.
Yeah, definitely.
But sound like amazing show. I just goodness, keep watching. Come to season 2. It's so much, dog. The mind fucking like what it represents, dog. Like the thought process of what's real. All these things, what makes something human. You know what I mean? They really.
What makes
the moment the thing got sentient, it's a creature that you shouldn't be just fucking over. Like, and that's a double-edged sword about. This gonna be kind of a spoiler for you, Marty, but it's gonna be. I'm gonna keep it general. Dolores' whole angle. This is a flaw in her angle in season 2 to me. Is the fact of you have a problem with the humans, which you should, but bitch, they didn't know that you were sentient, so you can't blame humankind for fucking over you. Thinking that you were Grand Theft, like when you play video games.
Yeah, just code.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that even though like as an audience member, you gon' feel where she coming from, you still that's the magneto of it, that's the flaw of it. That's why I feel like Maeve is way more altruistic, or that's why Bernard, he confused where y'all at right now. But it's like that's why these people are freaking like why the other people you got more heart for because they seem more genuine, where Dolores, you got some other shit with you. And you in the middle of season 2, so you know a lot of the shit she got going on with her. You feel me? So it's like, it's just interesting, dog. Just why, like, dude, they make you like one thing about this show, like characters you thought you loved, they make you question, and characters you thought you hated, they make you question. Because the Man with the Hat is such a complex character, son. Dog, Ed Harris swags that shit.
Yes, he does. Yes,
so layered.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
On the reveal, though, I was like, damn, dude, okay. Like, I felt for him. I felt so bad.
That was great casting because both Wills, like, you feel like that young Will would grow up into being. It worked, like, it really worked.
Yeah. Because what you called him to me at first, because he put it to me like this, Vance was like, you got to think about this like a video game. And the man in black is a virus. And I was like
he trying to hack that bitch. I ain't say he was a virus, he's a hacker. That's what I said he is. He's like a hacker. You know what I mean? In this bitch.
Because I want to see what's in
what's going on. Because that's when he first started watching, I couldn't give him the gold, but I was like, the man, we could look at him. Because at first you look at, because when I first saw him, I hated him. I like that. He shot up Teddy, he raped fucking Dolores. I'm like, what in the shit?
Fuck is this?
You feel me? And then like, as you get on, you realize, oh shit, and as a human being, you really can't judge him because what's some crazy shit you do on Grand Theft Auto? That's the shit that put the mirror up to yourself. Like in these video games where you need to let loose. Because I caught early about him that he's a good person in the real world. And that was one of the most interesting things.
Because his homeboy was the dick.
Even before all that. Because I was he grows to be the dick. But I'm saying the old him at one point interacts with somebody that knew who he was, like some young cat. Oh, it's Mr. Such and Such. And suddenly it was like, thank you, because your foundation saved my whoever the fuck. And that was an early tell for me.
For this shit over
he's like, shut the fuck up, I'm on vacation.
That nigga Miles Davis, his ass, like, get the fuck out of my face. You get your bitch with, take your bitch with you.
And I was like, damn, that's so interesting. Because in this world, to a lot of people, it's fake. It's a video game. In the real world, there are other people. Even your boy, he even said to him at one point, Logan, Logan, Ben Barnes' character's friend, and their Logan was a complete dick. But like he told Logan, he's like, dude, you got psycho when you came in here, which to me tells me again, Logan's probably more chill on the outside a little bit more than when he in here. So it's just so funny how like when it got me to a point where even though I ain't with that rape and shit, you can't really judge like these people fully. Because they think they're operating in the world where that's the point.
Yeah.
So isn't, bruh.
I agree.
And it's even worse because it's Jurassic Park. Because that's how I have to explain it to Jessica when I put her on it. Because like, you know, when you first watch it, you thinking, oh, it's like Avatar. It's like virtual reality. You thinking brains. I was like, no, they're there. No, they're there. That's what's dangerous. This is Jurassic Park. And this is ironically made by the people who made Jurassic Park. The people who wrote it, the original one also wrote Westworld from what I was hearing. So it was like, makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, we've been stalling for camera guy long enough. When he get here, he gonna get here. Fuck, let's just get into the fucking show, man. Shit. Welcome to the Fly with Bats podcast.
Yeah.
Y'all had a little reviewing dat in this bitch.
Welcome.
This that actor guy Martin Bats Bradford. You can find me at Mr. Bats. Spell that Mr. out, or you gonna find another cat. I'm Martin Bats Bradford everywhere else. And you know, forgive us potty mouth pothead podcasters if we're a bit more pod-headed at the moment because, like you may have heard at the top of this version of it, we were already. Oh, Key just got here. We were already recording. Yeah, well, we were stalling for you. Well, we was already recording a good like 25 minutes of conversation about Westworld. And then I got deleted. So now you just got another 25 damn near 30 minutes of conversations about Westworld. And we tried to keep it generally season 1. If you feel a certain way about season 1 getting spoiled for you, I'm sorry. You had enough fucking time to watch goddamn season 1. They're in season 3 right now.
That's very true.
Like,
Very true.
If you go, it just say it. We just say it. It's still worth watching because we spoil everything.
We did.
There's a lot, bro. But go watch Westworld. But yeah, I said actor guy, man. I'm in the building, man. And you know, as usual, I'm here with my brothers.
What up? What's good? It's your boy D Mac. Holla at me on Instagram, FrenchBread.kid. Instagram at YourDigBrand, YourDigBrand.com, Facebook.com/DigBrand, and all that. You dig? We here.
We here.
And we quarantine.
And apparently, I'll shout out to AlphaJo. If you're out in the streets and you're looking for him, you can find him on IG AlphaJo. No E in them. That's him. 504. He out of town. He in Denver right now. My dog.
Oh, that's where he at?
Yeah, my dog said I'm gonna take advantage. Snowed in. He got snow happening. But I think he got quarantine B out there with him, I believe. So he Gucci.
I hope he got a fucking jacket.
Man, I hope he got the kind of jacket that can help.
Yeah, because the first time they went out there, the weather was really good and they didn't need jackets. But I feel like if I ever went to Denver, no matter what time of year it is, I'm gonna bring a jacket. Yeah. So I hope he bought one this time.
Well, he was saying he was so shocked that it was snowing because it's March. But I'm like, my nigga, you went up there. If I'm going up, I'm bringing it regardless.
I'm bringing it no matter what.
Unless it's July, bitch, I'm bringing it. Bitch, I'm not trusting y'all weather.
Absolutely.
So AlphaJo is not here with us today, but you've been hearing two other motherfuckers talking, and they can let you know who they are.
It's your favorite host, Marty here. MARTYEdwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat chat. What's happening?
Well, yeah.
What's up?
That's usually my co-host on Reviewing Dat. Y'all just got a mini Reviewing Dat at the top of this.
Yeah.
We just basically reviewed, Westworld season 1. As usual, Marty has poor taste.
Y'all didn't hear the part where we got into a huge fight and everything broke and shit.
Yeah.
Y'all couldn't hear that part.
It was terrible.
We had recorded that part.
I had to literally pry Marty's hands off of Martin's neck.
Yeah, it was a crazy time, man. And then there was no cameraman.
It was a lot of Marty on Marty violence, like Rick and Marty.
A whole lot of Marty. A whole lot of Marty action going on.
Marty's killing Marty's. That's all.
I'm so
yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, like I told you,
whole little city of us.
That's my favorite episode, son.
Oh my god.
No, the city of the Mortys, dog, with the Ricks. That training day
so
shit.
Dark,
no, it's my favorite Rick and Morty episode. What you saying over there, Heem?
Oh, what's up? Yeah, I'm Raheem Glaspy.
I got light right there too if you need it too. That's plugged up. What you saying, Heem?
I definitely sang one of the intro songs. I don't think it's this show.
It's Acting While Black.
It's Acting While Black. That's right.
That one.
And you can find me on Instagram at _ The Great Glaspy, on Facebook, The Great Glaspy, Raheem Glaspy, and go listen to my album if you already haven't. No More Karaoke.
It's amazing.
No More Karaoke at thegreatglaspy.bandcamp.com. So yeah, y'all, we're in this building. We're in the building. What you hear in the background, the clinking and clanking, is our video man,
Keon.
He in the building, man. Like last episode, we decided to throw in a video component to the episodes. We're gonna see how long we can get this going. But check out Gumbo Monster 504 on YouTube to check out the Fly with Bats podcast show.
Yay.
It's a little different from most podcast shows because, like, a lot of times I watch a lot of people podcast shows like on video, and you just seeing them talking. That's cool. Ours ain't like that.
Not at all.
So
it's better.
Yeah. So if you want to get the full,
it's way better.
If you want to get the full experience of a different way to watch a video podcast, go to Gumbo Monster 504 and check out the Fly with Bats podcast show. It exists, is there, and it's pretty cool, man. Let us know how you feeling it. You know, it's another way to take us in, and it's in chunks.
And you really want to take us in. All at once.
Let me in. So what's up, y'all? We on 95 side B as we march on to episode 100. As I said, we're going to be off of these sides of the point. We're going to just be doing odds and evens because we're actually like 300 episodes or so in, and it don't make no sense to have sides no more. So as we push through on side B, as we always, I don't know, we're not recording yet, so I'm going to start a little bit more. Let's go to that scroll.
Hear ye.
Let's start with the scroll, man. So first up on the scroll, we shout out, as anyone that might be first time listeners, the scroll is where we shout out the people, the podcast, our brother and sister podcast. Most importantly, people that fuck with us.
Yeah.
And the ones, I said it backwards. People that we fuck with, and most importantly, the ones that fuck
with us. That's important.
It's going to be a really high episode. So first up, as usual, is the Your 30 podcast with the best podcast in the world, MARTYEdwards.
Right here.
And that other guy.
Yeah, who was his name?
What's his
that
name?
guy that couldn't show up.
What's his name?
Oh.
I ain't gonna let them play on you like that.
Yeah, we will.
That man name is Lawrence River.
And I could be heard.
Oh my God.
Tell them to be quiet. Tell them now.
That's your co-host, Lawrence. That's your co-host.
Shit.
So for the people to get this in joke, Lawrence FaceTimed in to try to be a part of this episode.
He had his headset on and everything.
But the problem is, as you can tell, we get pretty rambunctious in this thing.
Yeah.
It would be pretty hard for you over the phone on FaceTime to keep up with, all of us and all of this energy and all of this highness and all of this here. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it was about 5 minutes of Lawrence trying to be involved, and then we realized, this ain't gonna work.
My dog was so hurt, son. I'm sorry, Lawrence. I'm sorry. You just look so hurt on the FaceTime. It's like, oh, man. These fucking assholes don't want me to be on the podcast. Bye. Have fun. You know the nigga say have fun, he mad, dog. Son, when a nigga tell you have fun, they are not happy, dog. Son, I felt so bad, dog.
My nigga said, when a nigga tell you to have fun, they're
not happy, son. They hating on you right now.
Not at all. They're not happy at all.
Don't fucking eat. Niggas, listen to me. I'm trying to help y'all. Gotta download these fucking people quirks, bro. That's like the same shit when niggas say I'm praying for you. They not praying for you, son. They hate you right now.
Yup. Oh my God. So, Your 30 podcast.
Yeah, Your 30.
With MARTYEdwards. And, of course, the black actor Peter himself. The arrogant observer. The arrogant observer, Lawrence J. Rapper Jr.
There we go.
And his headset. The Underlay. He goes so bad when he hit it. The Underlay podcast.
On the Lake.
with our girls, real protagonists, Chelsea.me, Frankie Cola, and Sleeping Beauty, my girl as Bizzo.
Yeah.
The We'll Figure This Out podcast with J Skills. I don't know if this podcast is still happening. They have not put out a new episode in a while.
The guillotine is rising.
I was saying the guillotine is rising.
It's rising slowly.
I don't know. Now, I always say this. You can always check out a podcast back catalog. A friend of mine, shouts out to you, Chanel, she hit me up recently and she said she was going through our back catalog, joked out on a lot of stuff, and she put new listeners on her, like, our podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you for that.
big ups to her. But, like, yeah, so people, there's what's the word I'm looking for? There people can listen to old shit and still be cool with it.
Yeah.
So, still check out the We'll Figure This Out podcast with little guy, Kiki and J Skills.
Okay.
And, they might have, new episodes coming soon. I don't know. I'm just saying I just haven't seen a new one in a minute.
Okay.
The Misters and the Mike podcast. Shouts out to them. We're going to be on there soon. We're supposed to do a podcast, a crossover, but my girl Bree on that podcast, she was sick.
Ooh.
And no, not the obvious.
We hope you feel better by the time you hear this.
Yeah, she probably already feel good.
Cause I hate being sick. That's trash.
Get well, Bree. But I think she should be good. Cause that's one thing I've been noticing, bro. Like, I need people to understand that. I understand that's gonna be the big conversation of the ETOUFEE, coronavirus, blah blah blah. I understand it's going on coronavirus, right? But just because the coronavirus is out, don't mean the other sicknesses like don't exist no more. Like the common cold still is the common cold. Like a person could just have a normal ass cold and not have coronavirus just because they cough.
Not no more. It's coronavirus.
Yeah, like nigga sneeze corona, nigga cough corona. It's like wait,
if you got anything, it's corona.
It's like wait. He probably he don't. You don't know if he has them. Like. Do you? Alright.
That's what's fucked up.
Let's treat it like that.
And
I know, that is fucked up.
In three. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Anyway.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Good night, everybody.
All right.
I felt it coming out like damn the irony that I really do got a cough right now, but.
Like now we gotta back this up.
It's just like they didn't take the night off. We still have other viruses and other sicknesses out here. You heard me?
Yeah.
Come on, man. But anyway, 50420 podcast and the home video hustle. Home video hustle. Hold on, we added to this podcast.
No,
we added nerd shit.
Nerd shit.
Out in Keon podcast.
Oh yeah. All right. Bam.
And we added. It was two because it was two that we. Oh, the Peanut Gallery.
And the Peanut Gallery.
Yes. So subscribe to the Peanut Gallery. Oh, and the Danny Rant podcast.
Hold the what?
Danny Rant. That's my dude. Danny
Word. Danny Rant.
So some of the people that did get cut off, we didn't repopulate the scroll. We got new podcasts for y'all to check out.
Yes. Okay. Super.
Yep. There you go. So check those people out there or wherever you find your podcasts at, and
great
support. So now we about to get into what we normally get into, man. We usually always start a sideB episode off with that ETOUFEE of the day. Yes, man, that's the point where we like to get into some juicier topics. Side A, we usually have the starter section where we like to keep it light. And ironically, last starter section was pretty heavy. But ETOUFEE on side B is usually where we try to get heavy. And this one might be a little light. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. But after that ETOUFEE of the day, we get into that dose of NOLA'Murica.
Which is your friendly reminder of just where we stay and just what the fuck we be dealing with.
Out here.
These streets.
And these New Orleans in those streets. And after that dose of NOLA'Murica, we get into that no, huh?
Bitch, I know you're lying.
That's when we get to all the crazy shit that's going on out there, outside of us, man. Outside of our 504 bubble, you dig?
Yeah.
And after that, we clean the palette and we roll on out here with that hero highlight.
Well, we take time out of our day to shine a light on a person who's doing good in the world of pure D fuckery.
Fuckery!
All types of fuckery.
Types. Fuckery.
Hate it.
And then we get out here and we say we're going to holler at y'all in the next couple of couplers. So without further ado, we done had a whole bunch of adwise that y'all not even going to see on this camera.
Longest intro
on this
ever.
Podcast. But that's the way it goes when you try to do double the duty, double the fun. But we about to get into it now. Let's get to that ETOUFEE.
All right.
Arthur got his first gun, he ready to murder. He out of control, I can swole on bourbon. I don't even drink. If I see you, I ain't see you, nah. I don't even blink. Nah, I don't even think that I'm here. But if I see you and I like you, I'ma smile. Is this really who I am? Huh? Then versus now, life is too wild. This shit is out of hand. I'm just trying to live, but y'all don't give a damn. I'm just trying to be cool. I don't wanna lose my word, lose my mind, lose my spine, lose my shirt. But if you know me, then you know I go berserk. Then you know I go berserk. Then you know I go berserk. Head first, I'm just shutting.
Go, guys.
I ain't got it.
Corona is all anybody want to talk about. It be blowing me all day.
All day.
Living a life just like a movie star. Oh, Corona. She wanna cough on you for days. Get you that strep throat.
Now we
Then-
all quarantine.
We quarantine. Fuck. Dude, when I go on news sites, dog, because I was trying to, like, I was battling and debating about whether I wanted to have, like, a corona-free episode, where we ain't gonna talk about no fucking corona. Fuck the corona, you heard me?
Yeah.
Or if we was gonna have one where we just talked about interesting things that's not the obvious about corona. And either way it went, when I get on the news, all you see is corona.
That's it.
Corona, son. And it's just one of those things of like how did we get here? This is when Lawrence would come in and be like, well,
Explain about the docs and
the history and how somebody tried to bit a bat.
Yeah, has anybody seen the Outbreak?
Son, and the way a lot of this shit is gone is reminding people of so many different movies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All those like virus movies are like way up in the charts right now as far as what's being watched, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah,
top
people
10.
because
Like-
people enjoy scaring the shit out of themselves.
I don't
Yeah.
understand it.
That's what they enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that's what it is. That they enjoy like scaring themselves, not that they're looking for like any sort of tips.
Answers,
I
I need answers. Go to Netflix.
What if somebody was that goofy? Like, you know what? If I watch enough of these movies, I'm gonna figure out a
figure it
way.
out. And you know what the conclusion I've come to? We just gotta blow every goddamn thing. Because like if you go back and watch it, because I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people I did. I watched it. I just clicked on it. Just
I did
because.
too. Fuck it.
Yeah, I hadn't watched it though. It was one of those movies though that I kind of seen as a child.
Wait, which movie you talking about?
Outbreak.
Outbreak, okay.
Like it's one of those movies I seen as a child, and they had these like images that were burned into my brain, right? But I never went back and watched it as an adult. And going back and watching it as an adult, it's like, this is silly.
Yeah, right.
This is really silly. And their idea to cure everything is to blow shit up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh man, I hope nobody's thinking this is the right idea.
I mean,
I hope Trump's not watching this shit thinking, well.
I mean, he thinks this is the Kung Flu, according to him.
Dog, that is, I'm sorry, that's hilarious. Donald. But see, here's what's fucked up part about that, dog. Like, as soon as he called it the Chinese virus, I was like, okay, Asian people are gonna start getting beat up. It's going to happen. And then it fucking happened. I'm like, son.
But my nigga, Asian people was getting beat up before he called it a Chinese virus. And that's what's the most troubling thing about all this. It's like the fact that it came from Asia, us in America was already on one. We was already
Well, I
on
mean,
one on the people, son.
that definitely, threw some gas on the fucking fire there.
Oh, no, absolutely.
I'm
it
like,
just
bruh.
made things worse. And once again, you're the quote unquote commander in chief. Like, it's I think the most frustrating thing of everything about you, there's a litany of things that you can say about Donald fucking Trump, right? But like, I think one of the most frustrating things about his presidency is the lack of dignity. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether you Republican or Democrat or where have you, like, even Ronald Reagan had dignity about him. You know what I'm saying? George Bush Sr. had dignity about him. We telling people we have different politics with George Bush Jr. dignity about him. You feel me? No matter what, when you look at the presidency, there's a certain, you know what I mean, gravitas that's there that he is completely shat and pissed and defecated and threw up on.
Nothing matters.
And it just, dude,
It's
I
who
was
these
talking,
motherfuckers voted in, son.
bro, I was talking to somebody recently how it's so hilarious that both of our last two presidents can teach you that you can be anything that you want to be in two very distinctive different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, yes.
I mean, like, we were laughing. It's like, man, Kanye for 2020 and shit.
My nigga.
It's like, nigga, you would never do that. Nigga, you don't have a chance.
One is inspirational, one is audacious, but either way it goes.
That's the fucking classic. A thing can be two things at once. Yeah, like,
bro, and it's the classic one, dog. Both of those, and it's just frustrating because again, like you will look to your presidency to quell, because you got to remember, we have Asian Americans in this country that have never left this country. They got motherfucking Brads and Chads and Ties out here. That's fucking. We're all American. You know what I mean? That talk and look at you like I don't speak none of those languages. I don't know nothing about none of that shit. Then they mischaracterize, misrace a lot of them. We got these Vietnamese people getting called Chinese, these Japanese people getting called Chinese, and it opens the door up to see that. To show also the fact of
we are ignorant as fuck.
We are ignorant as fuck, and Chinese and Asian Americans in general, they have their own section of racism that we all take a part in. Now, oftentimes us as black people, we be like, fuck everybody but black people, because Asian people, they have taken a part in the racism that's, because white people accept them more than us. So, like, by not saying nothing at times, even though, yes, there have been a lot of Asian people ride for black people. I'm not saying there's none, but I'm just saying, a lot of people, what they call it, the yellow, they call it something. There's a term for what they refer to why white people accept Asian people more so than they accept black people.
Yeah.
Consistently throughout the decades.
I forgot what that term is, but it is the yellow something.
Yes.
But honestly, answer me this, son.
Wait, hold that thought. One moment. I just want to say this part of, but I can't ignore the fact of even though we have that gripe, they have a lot of in America. America makes fun of Asians hard. All of us do. Like all of us, like black people call some Asian girl, they say ling ling and all kind of shit, easy and fast, and you'd be like, damn son, like why'd you coming like that? So the fact that him as president gonna call it the Chinese flu or saying kung flu, dog, nigga, you there's a whole section of Americans that you just shitting on again. What you saying, my nigga?
Never mind, cause like I really felt like for a long time, just in terms of like, just in the whole racism conversation, I feel like a lot of times, at least from my perspective, I wouldn't necessarily see like a lot of Asians like speaking up for black people.
Oh, I ain't saying there's a lot. Well, first off, I'm gonna say this: we ain't got a lot of Asians in the country, period. By comparison, I'm just saying that as a stat. But no, I get what you're saying. Like if you look at like in history at the marches, it's not like you see this large contingent of Asians out there.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is, I don't want people to be like, no, there are some. I'm
of
just
course
saying they exist.
Right, yeah.
But I won't say that I've seen this large number when I look back in history of I can peek up.
Now, be that as it is, I still take up for the Asian cause, because I mean racism is just trash no matter who's suffering from it.
But I know Asian people personally that have. Like I'm saying, like if I look at the scope, I don't know. But from being in South in New Orleans, I know people personally as Asian American that have stood up for black issues. So that's what I got to give from. I only can speak for. I'm one person, and oftentimes, anecdotal ain't the best way to go. But I can speak.
No, I can totally take that for what it is, though.
Word. But I just hate. But it's a rising little shit. It's like not even a rise because it's always been an underlying thing. Racism is racism, whether it's against black people, Arab people, Asian people. You know what I mean? Hispanic people. Everybody got their own like issue they got to deal with if they're not white and straight and male in this country. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like we're really seeing it be really fucking dense right now just because of this virus and that fear, dog.
Yeah,
that fear is. It's the road to all our problems.
Yeah.
You talk about divide?
They gotta stop.
Generally speaking, in human nature, dog, fear is usually the root cause of majority of our issues. And it's unfortunate to see it play out no matter how sophisticated we get. We still suck. We still so simple.
Yeah.
What's some of the trippiest? What y'all been doing during this corona time? Like, how y'all been taking this shit in?
Man, same shit I'm always fucking doing.
I mean,
staying the fuck out of niggas' way, though. Like, I'm at my house. I'm cooking my own food. Like, I'm not getting too much takeout or whatever. Like, if I have to leave, I go to the store, gas station, grocery, bank. Outside of that, dude, I'm at home, son. That social spacing shit, dog, like I'm abiding by that, dog.
Social distance.
Social distancing. There we are. Like I'm being socially distanced, son. Like that's pretty much the best thing that we can all be doing, son.
So Devin says just a Friday for him. So what do you guys say?
It's Friday, baby.
They got this one meme that say, when the last time y'all seen me in person?
Yeah, I see that.
What the fuck you mean social distance?
I was like,
new?
Present.
What you say, Marty?
Oh, nah, man. I was just actually, we were talking about this. Like, normally it's like, there's always like a show or something kind of be shooting or be doing. I'm always out Friday and Saturday night shooting at the clubs and stuff. And now where that's not really a thing anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just chilling.
Literally, right?
I am climbing the fucking walls. I did not understand how much I enjoyed just like getting out and having a drink and just kind of stretching my legs, looking around, doing some, just being out.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, well, I gotta stay home and
out without guilt.
Yeah.
They gonna shame you now if they see out what you doing out.
Yeah. I just like, I ain't gonna. And
say your ass inside what you doing out. Look at these niggas being out.
And that's the other thing. Like, I feel weird even just being out. It's like, fuck, but I feel like I'm like doing something bad.
Wrong.
Yeah. It's like, let me hurry up and do the fuck I gotta do. Y'all looking at me too fucking hard right now, man.
Grab my shit and go back home.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's crazy.
What's up, E?
I've basically been watching Westworld and playing Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, dog.
Because that's what I normally fucking do. So
yeah.
But we are, but the restrictions are abundant. Like one of my most old man pastimes that I love to do is grocery shop. I love going grocery shopping. Going grocery shopping sucks now.
It sucks.
It sucks now. Nothing's there. It sucks now.
We took that for granted.
Nigga. And all y'all niggas that never drink, like I said, y'all stank liver having motherfuckers that ain't drink water before. Bitch. All of a sudden want to drink up all the water.
Water.
We been drinking water over here.
Same.
Yep. You hear me? Now y'all motherfuckers all of a sudden water's
now
cool
y'all
water. Y'all fuck with water. Now I thought water was nasty.
Right. Y'all been drinking fucking
it don't taste like
check drinks all fucking week.
I can't get no good ass fruit. Only fruit around is the same old ass grapes.
You know, somebody told me that was their problem with water. It don't taste like nothing.
Yeah, a lot of people said that. Oh, it tastes nasty. That's not one. A lot of people said that.
I said that when I was 2.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people said that. Right. The fruit gone. A lot of my favorite snacks is gone.
Bro, everything is gone, son.
You don't even need that.
Man. So y'all ruined the grocery store.
Crackers.
And if you think you're smart and going there early, no, everybody think they smart and they going there early. So early is the worst time to go.
Right.
It's good to go later, but later ain't got shit. Ain't that some shit? Life right now is surreal. Nigga can't go to the gym.
No gym. I was just about to say that. No gym.
Can't go to the gym.
Oh my
I bought a yoga mat though. I've been doing push-ups and sit-ups in this bitch.
Out of necessity.
Necessity.
I got
now money funny right now because like you said, industry shut down. Like I normally would go to my email check for auditions or so money real fucked up right now. So it's like spending is real fucked up. I don't know when new money coming. My landlord sent me this number to a hotline that's supposed to help with rent assistance. I'm like, okay, landlord, I hear what you really telling me.
Right. Okay. Like you have no excuse.
Right. No, you can't miss this.
I'll have my rent as soon as possible.
Bitch,
yeah,
I ordered.
In the check you got.
So I was like, I want to find some like home gym equipment. So I'm trying to find like dumbbells that I could get sent to me, right?
Word.
The prices was not what's up.
No.
What?
At all.
Dumbbells
bitch.
are expensive.
Oh God, they are.
Oh yeah.
So I got this one. I got one. One dumbbell, right? But it's a multiple adjust to up to 90 pounds.
Oh,
it was on sale. For like $60.
I want that.
Because apparently the universe saw, because you know how the internet does. They see, because I looked up at first, that shit was like $100 something. I was like, I can't throw this right now for $100. We in our last times. We in the Rona Rockalypse, nigga.
Right.
We can't.
And the internet said,
dude, oh my God.
Somebody wants somebody's money. What if I found you one for $60?
That's what it did. And I said, well, I shouldn't be spending this $60 either.
But you know what?
I won't work. I don't know when this gym gonna open. I only can do so many push-ups, pull-ups, and goddamn sit-ups and jumping jacks before I want to lift a goddamn weight.
Right.
You hear me? So I got one.
But if you do 100 a day, you're gonna turn into One Punch Man.
One Punch Man. I'm saying.
What punch?
That's right.
I'm saying, dog. Like the calisthenics is great, dog. But like when we go back to lifting weights, dog, our weightlifting gonna be different.
Yeah.
If we keep up the push-ups and the sit-ups, like that bitch gonna still be a little different because you ain't been lifting, dog. So I was like, at least let me have something to curl, son. So yeah, dog. This post-Rona world is just interesting. Like, and there's a lot of like one thing I get frustrated with the news is it feels like you spread panic before you spread information or before you spread truth. Because panic will get the eyes. Because at the end of the day, it's all a business. So at the end of the day, it's all about getting the numbers, the views, the hits. So I understand the schematic, the science of it, but it's just so frustrating because even though I get the science, I get the marketability of it, it's still not right. when you say, because like there's certain things that should stay pure, and the news ain't been pure for a while. But the news in our society should be one of those things that's pure. Like you think about like
it will never be that.
But damn, shouldn't it be though? Like. Shouldn't it be like?
I mean, a lot of shit should be done.
Yeah,
I'm saying the news.
I'm not even saying a perfect world, son, but I understand what y'all saying. A decent one. There we go. That's all.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
like,
again,
we're not unrealistic.
Right. I don't ever expect
you know
evil to be gone, racism to be. I don't expect these things of absolute anything. But I do be like, okay, we're smart enough to at least get this far. Like,
well, here's the thing. There is news that is pure. It's just
outside the US.
It's out. No. It's just outside of the mainstream media. Like there's lots of like YouTube news channels where people like really present the fucking news, like what's actually happening.
We
like,
watch some of those channels.
Important.
Yeah.
A few of them, they got that. They're just basically stifled.
Like you said, you said the word mainstream.
Yeah, it should be mainstream.
They're not mainstream.
Right.
The mainstream news is all fucked.
Yeah, it's always gonna be fucked.
You gotta search for the truth. But unfortunately, dog, with so many people claiming to present the truth, that search you gotta really work, and most people not gonna work. For the truth.
Nah.
Most people are not gonna work for shit.
At all. Let alone.
You can tell them anything.
Right.
That's exactly why you can tell them anything.
Bruh, and it's frustrating in the world. But when you're in a situation like that, dude, they said there's not been something that you can relate to this even in our parents' generation. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact of a pandemic that actually affects a world. Usually parts of the country get hit with shit.
Right.
But like this is something that's actually a world situation, and as we all have learned, we weren't prepared for this shit.
Not at all.
Mentally, literally.
In the slightest.
You dig?
Not at all. None of us. None of us.
And we have Trump in office when this happens. I'm not saying Barack should have had to go through this, dog. But I would have took any of the presidents past. And what's funny is his numbers are rising. His numbers, Trump's approval rating,
numbers are rising.
Based on how he's handling this, his approval rating has risen.
He's not handling this.
You know why? Because of those fucking checks.
What you saying? Because of what?
Because of the checks.
What checks? Oh, because he said he's going to give money?
Yeah. That's why his numbers rising.
I think it's amalgamation of that.
Has anybody gotten a check yet?
No,
it doesn't even matter. Even just talking about that shit is going to raise his fucking ratings. People are dumb.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm going to throw in there on top of that, like, because I think it's the checks and some other shit, right? And go some of the other shit. I don't know all the other shit. We're going to another thing I want to throw in the pot with the checks. The fact that he's calling it, he says he's calling it the Chinese virus because it started in China, and because he was saying that China was saying that America made it. It was a man-made virus that America made, and that's what China was saying. You feel me? Now, who knows what the situation is? But he said the reason he calls it a Chinese virus is so he can put the
he's placing blame.
So he can put the charge on them, so you can't say it's an American virus or whatever, because that's some tit for tat shit that they on.
Yeah, that's what's going on. With
and even though saying it is racist. You have two different names that you could call this actual virus, and even if you want to make the point that you want to say that its origin is Chinese, you can say that separately, but don't say this is the Chinese virus specifically because it's racist. It's going to cause a stir that's unnecessary to cause. Right. But it's just like, my nigga, bat mentality though. You know how we are as Americans, us versus them. Xenophobia is big with us. You feel me? So when you throw fear on the plate, and when we're scared. Oh, that's that Men in Black line. We always say a person is smart, people are stupid. When we're scared, anybody can tell us anything. And I think some people are like agreeing with or championing Trump for standing up to China and their virus. Right. Because America, of course, almost like being labeled, like how we say nobody want to be a racist, nobody want to be a homophobe, nobody want to be misogynist. Well, Americans don't want to be the ones that take this lick for this virus. It's the Chinaman virus. Especially the right wingers that won't even entertain a possible conspiracy of us creating some shit. I think that helps his approval too. The fact that he's being a bully to China and about this virus. I think people are thinking that he's standing up.
Yeah.
And they like that shit.
That's how they take
cowboy
it.
shit.
He's like standing behind his country.
That cowboy shit.
Yeah.
Feel me?
It's patriotic.
Yup.
You know?
Yup. And that adds to the approval, especially to them simple fuckers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I think there's other things that go into that pot, but I think those are two things that add to the pot of why his approval is actually up. Yeah. And if a cure happens under his presidency, that
is a crown jewel. That is a crown jewel in his presidency. I cured coronavirus.
That's all
you know
we hear.
he cured
That's
it.
all we going to hear.
You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Nigga ain't gonna be able to tell him shit because it is under his fucking administration.
That's all we going to hear,
Like nigga would have to eat that. But I mean, it's something that we fucking need. But bitch,
Tell him
we gotta eat it from Trump. Oh my god.
Everybody gets one. Everybody gets one.
Everybody gets one,
Everybody
dog.
gets one.
Yo,
You know?
you not wrong about that, son.
You know, and that's
Hey, it is what it is, dude.
Yes.
But you know what the shitty thing is? It's like right before we're about to vote. It's
Right.
like, guess what I cured?
Right.
Now don't forget this, everybody. This guy here wants to, you know, he could have died if it wasn't for my cure, man, all right?
And don't let him
You
cure it
understand?
before the election. If they actually come out with some kind of vaccine like before election, oh, he's in there.
And you wonder why we have why we have conspiracy theorists, because that would be so fucking.
Son,
You know what I mean?
If they vaccine it before election,
I ironic at the
he's
word,
in
but
there.
like it would be alright. But you know what I'm saying? That like
it'd be so blatant, almost.
it would like that blatant ain't the word I'm looking for. But all that's the same. I can't think of my
Telling.
word. Not telling, but we saw the same shit, my nigga. If you just so happen to come with the cure right before it's time to do the voting again, you mean to tell me you gonna be mad at any Americans for looking at this shit like, say, bro?
This is probably your fault, but you cured us, so I guess I'll vote for him. You know, he did cure us. I mean, like,
But ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch?
But on the other
No,
side, I'm gonna
man.
be side-eyeing like, dog, America, like we just so happen to come up with a cure for something that happened in an overseas spot.
We
right
have to-
around the time that the president on the right-hand side.
We would
is
have to
about be-
really put a flag right there.
Bro.
Like, you have to
Flag
mark
on
that.
the
You have to
plate.
mark that. Like, all right,
Right.
y'all. We have to
Right.
pay attention to this action here, all right? Like, this ain't no fucking game.
That don't sound quite right.
Like, if that happens.
Looks like a,
Yeah.
smells like a, sounds like a.
bullshit.
Definitely a
The
duck.
shit
Yeah, it's definitely
from
a
the
duck.
bull.
The shit from the bull. The shit from the bull comes from the duck.
When's the election?
November.
This November.
Yeah.
Say, bruh.
And he trying to say we're
Say,
gonna be
bro.
coronaed out until August.
It's like, it's not even a joke. Man.
Mark my words right here,
It's
son.
some-
Let's see if something happens. That would be so curious.
Well, Mike Pence said to spend more time on your knees.
Of course he said that. Why wouldn't he
We
say
all
that?
could live
I
a
don't
life
even
of
know
Mike Pence.
what that means.
That doesn't look like anything to me.
Watch Westworld.
Oh my God! Watch Westworld.
I'm like Mike Pence, bro. Like with all, I know you hear the things that they say about you. Why you even gonna leave one open like that? That one too free. I understand you say you telling people to pray, but that one too free.
Because he's a
free.
middle-aged white man, so he
So,
don't know.
are you
about
really?
fucking phones.
You just add more fuel to the fire of you being closeted. And like, of course, us over here, if you're gay, you're gay. We don't care. But the fact of your position and what you be claiming, what you be on, and all that bullshit, my nigga, this is getting kind of pathetic.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, how do y'all feel about the church's aspect of all this?
I think it's very fucking selfish.
Which side? Because there's a lot of churches that have it's an interesting conversation. On one end, there's a lot of churches that decided to close their doors. And the ones that have closed their doors, they get hit with certain people going, "Oh, if you really believe in God, then why you saying you close your doors?"
that's some shitty shit to
Then
say.
there's the other side. There's the other side of people who open their doors, and then other people going, "Well, how you open them doors and you letting people get contaminated? What the fuck is wrong with you?" So it's a very interesting place to be if you're running a church, if you're a pastor. Like, where do you?
I like watching that squabble because I think it's all BS anyway. Like, if they open the doors, I think that's a bad idea.
Right.
Because I think we
Okay,
should
agreed.
not be gathering. Like
Yeah,
that's
agreed.
my that's the side that I'm on.
Mhm.
Close your fucking doors. Y'all gonna be fine. Y'all bitches don't pay taxes any fucking way. You know what I'm saying? But then on the other side, they got people saying, if you really believed in, God and stuff.
Show
then-
your face.
But I just think that's funny. I think that's funny.
Let nobody get hurt inside of a
The
church.
church?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get no Rona
We
in the
don't have
church.
no history of like
That is
let's not- I'm
dangerous.
just-
That
you
is
know what?
dangerous. That is dangerous
Let's
talk.
yeah.
That's dangerous
Okay.
talk. You are putting people's fucking lives at us.
Yo.
Talking about that shit.
I'm just saying.
Close the doors.
Close the doors, guys.
Yes.
It's not fucking rocket science. Close the fucking doors.
Close the doors.
Dude, but like it's but don't get me wrong. I mean, like Sister Patterson or whatever, she gonna be pissed. You know what I'm saying? Because she lives for Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Putting that hat on, putting that Sunday best on, that's the best day of the week.
You need to do like you need to do like wrestling is currently doing. For people that don't know, wrestling is doing empty arenas shit.
Sorry guys.
It was, dude.
Which one did you see?
Hell yeah.
Oh, that was Raw was bad, but
give me a hell yeah.
That was weird. No, pause. See, I'm mad that you watched that episode.
I'm sorry.
So
I'm a 316 fan.
So far they've had at least a few empty arena shows to varying degrees. NXT has had one pretty good empty arena show. Like they played it pretty nicely. You know what I mean? It was still kind of weird, but they played it nice. The first SmackDown that did it cool because there's something about like it's almost like watching if you're watching a play, even if there's no audience, like there's one experience with the audience, but even if there's no audience there, it's still a show. So if you're watching the show, there's still something about it that's still gonna pull you in. So there's certain things that seem like if it would have been a big ass moment for a crowd, the wrestlers on some actor shit made it a smaller moment because it's for a camera. And that shit worked a lot of times for their promos on SmackDown, dog. Like there's one thing in particular between Wonder Star, John Cena, and The Fiend. That's one of the most compelling things I've ever seen. And it was just them two talking in the ring with nobody there. But what they were saying to each other and how they were selling that shit, you like, ooh, oh shit. Ain't nobody to break them up. What's about to go down? You feel me? Like it was chilling, you know what I'm saying? But then you get to that episode of Raw that you saw. Now on that episode of Raw, this character Edge, he cut a great promo and he played it well because he understood his parameters. But for whatever reason, Stone Cold came in that bitch acting as if people were still in the audience. And it's like, no, that's not how you do it.
Not the way.
That is not how you do it. That is not how you. That's what you saw. I felt bad.
Outside of the parameters.
I felt so bad. I'm like, Austin, there's nobody there. And we all know no one's there. You can't play to an audience that's not there.
Right.
It felt so pitiful, bro.
Damn.
Like I felt bad. And like I was a fan, like so I was just like, oh, because like earlier I saw a promo in the day when I had the channel on, and I was just like, oh shit, well I guess this might be a good time to click it on or whatever. Kind of fall asleep in the beginning, but by the time I wake up, he's yelling. Stone Cold. Yeah, Stone Cold is there, and he's yelling at nobody. And I'm like, did I miss something? Like I could have sworn there were people there when I went to sleep. Now there's nobody there.
Now this is what I will say, that this one company, a whole other company, AEW, I feel like they did it the best so far. They had their wrestlers in the audience. And they had the good side wrestlers on one side and the bad side wrestlers on the other side. And the bad side wrestlers was gambling. So like they making noise like the fucking audience because they're actually rooting for people because they gambling. Yeah. So they want certain niggas to lose or to win. So that created that environment of, okay, people here and it's giving it space. That's also good. The way they did the cameras was a lot of close-up shots of shit. So like if you're watching a tag team match, it's a close-up of their faces on the side versus being wide. So it's like you catching that's good. They swagged it in the man. I was like, damn, y'all a small company, but y'all swagged it better than the big company. That was really cool. Like how y'all flipped it.
I'm gonna have to really go watch it.
No, go watch it. It tripped me out how they really made the most of their non-space.
They adapted.
So I'm saying to the point of the churches, you can we have internet, we have simulcast, you can do a cast where you can have the freaking pastor there, you have one or two singers.
They already do that now. Like people stream church now.
So why even open doors to have people even set themselves up when you can just go there and spread your word over your fucking laptop if you want it. You can do it on your phone. You know what I mean? We're in an age where you can set up an iPhone.
Many churches will need help.
Because they're older?
Because hell yeah, man. You know as grandpa running the church and then the deacon, and don't nobody know how to work a computer.
Yeah,
it's like,
that's fact.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like the big mega churches, they already streaming that shit. Yeah. They're not losing nothing. They gonna keep them things streaming. But they gonna
have neighborhood churches need some help.
They gonna need somebody needs some help.
Yeah. You ain't lying, though.
We gotta.
But I would rather them seek alternatives than put their members in harm. You feel me? Because I would hope that the guy that you serve also wants you to have common sense.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't care how much faith you got. If you go fuck Helen who got AIDS. And if you could say how many prayers you want to your penis, I still would tell you, don't put your dick in there.
Don't do that.
Don't put your dick in there. What you doing?
That is not a test of faith, sir.
If the building is on fire and you have nothing on and you run into that building, God might save you, maybe. But I would 8 times out of 10 tell you not to run into that burning building. Because you know? Just saying.
Because you're not prepared to run into this burning building.
He gave you free will for a reason. And the free will should tell you something. And when there's a pandemic that's specifically targeting older people, and we know most people in these churches a lot of times are older people.
Yeah, no. That's
Stop.
Not a good no.
Stop.
No.
Stop. This is not a point. This is not a time where we're gonna argue religion.
No.
Let's just be smart
Let's
here.
just be smart here.
Right.
But,
Come on. Come on.
It's not the time.
It's not me doubting your shit at all. That's just have precautions. You know what I mean? Right. I feel like God is telling us to tell you to stay your ass inside.
Right.
How about that?
That's what God telling you. Keep your ass inside. That's a fact.
There's this other article I found called "There's an Infodemic." They're calling it, and they call it this there's this app called WhatsApp on Facebook, and the problem is bad information getting out there because people are in such a panic and such a fear. They're just saying shit. They're just coming up with their own theories, and some of these theories, since there's so much of it, are getting picked up as fact. And the next thing you know, people are believing things they shouldn't believe. And when you have it's so funny. On one end, social media is amazing for times of crisis, and I hate the people that compare this to Katrina, but I'm saying separately, whether it's something like a Katrina or 9/11, or if it's something like this, where it's a time where we gotta be separated. Something like social media, internet is very helpful. You feel me? But on the other end, it's very dangerous because we can poison each other and not even know what the poison is, or that we done gotten poisoned because that it's like information coming out. Not everything gets vetted, and then it's a problem. There's been actual news stations and websites that have been tricked at times. And you're like, whoa.
There's this meme floating around saying, this pissed off my fucking mind. She's a nurse, so she fucking knows. There was this meme saying if you just gargle with warm water, the virus will go into your stomach and die in the stomach acid. So make sure you're gargling warm water. And it's no, that is not how that fucking works, at all. If that was a thing, so many people would not be getting this fucking shit.
Right.
That's simple. But people are believing this.
And when you're in fear, you about hearing anything, like we saying.
And people are putting up all these random natural remedies and stuff to help boost your fucking immune system and stuff, which I think
it's good. You should want to be healthy.
Good place, yeah.
Stay healthy because keeping your immune system up is part of the key. It's mainly if you're talking about deaths, most of the deaths are people that have low, sickly and older people. Yeah. So it's not bad to boost your immune system, but you can't think those things are a cure.
Yeah, please just take some consideration with that shit, and that's just all just to piggyback off of what you were saying about bad info.
Yeah.
There is some shitty info out
infodemic.
there.
It's a word. I've never even heard this word before. They created a word for it.
Yeah. I'm fucking glad they did. you have to give that shit words so that you can move them into different places.
So they can be real things.
Yeah.
Right, you feel me? Yeah. What's some things that have pissed y'all off about this situation? If there's anything. I know one thing in particular grinding my gears.
You can go ahead. I just finished talking.
Just hearing about it sometimes.
As we add to it.
It's it's the only thing that's being talked about, period. When there are other things going on.
Right.
Legitimate. There are other things going on, but this is the only thing that's being talked about. So I had to yesterday, I won't say that part. But I had to delete just my apps for a little bit just to not.
My mind went straight to porn. I was like, we should delete nigga. Clear that web browser on.
I started coughing and I wasn't sure, so I started deleting and moving things.
No, I was deleting stuff Facebook and Instagram just to give myself a break on the things that I'm consuming right now, and I just don't want to consume anymore. Coronavirus.
I 100% feel you, son.
Because one thing that's very underestimated is the heaviness of information.
Yeah.
And we live in a world where we're hit with a lot of information.
Yeah.
Round the clock.
Yes.
And when you talk about fears and all this shit going on, right now we're not only getting a lot of information, we're getting a lot of I ain't even say wrong information. No one knows much of anything.
Right, just incomplete
Except for
information.
my friend who worked for the government.
My partner at the government.
Right.
My partner at the
Jesus
government.
Christ.
Oh,
But I say, Marty, bro. Anything like grinding your
Yeah,
gears?
what's grinding gears?
I don't know, like the lack of toilet paper on the shelf.
That's what I was gonna say. Son.
Oh, word? Okay,
just the
I was
empty
going to
shells.
petty.
The
Yeah.
The empty
stores,
shells,
dude.
bro.
Stores.
But this is
That
what I will
is
say about
huge.
toilet
Yeah.
paper, because a lot of people are confused about the toilet paper thing. The thing that set me straight about that was, one, think about families that might have like husband, wife, and like 3 kids. If you're just telling them that they might be quarantined or these kids gonna be home all day for all this time, I do understand why they might want to stock up on not just toilet paper, but toilet paper and other things. You're making a big thing about the toilet paper, but there's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Feel
yeah,
me?
no, yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
so when I think about it in that manner, then
Right.
you throw that in the pot of there are people that are being unnecessarily fearful that are buying things up. So you got the people that are buying it for great reasons and people that are buying it that's scared.
Yeah.
Then there's the rest of us that's falling in the middle of, well, now we just need to buy shit because y'all buying all
Y'all
the
buying
shit.
the shit. That's the fucked up part, dog. Like, we have to react by doing the same thing you fucking doing. Like, I think the majority of that shit is coming from people who are fucking scared and panicking.
Yeah.
It's like, y'all, like, we don't need to buy up
But
everything.
the media's helping. It,
Yeah,
it's-
I know.
it's
I know.
just-
I know, dog.
And
It's
the
just fucking
infodemic.
aggravating.
And the infodemic.
Yeah.
But
That shit's blowing me.
there's a meme. What, I cut you off, Marty?
No, that was no. I'm just saying, like the toilet paper thing was just the joke, but like like basically what y'all said, the whole everything being gone, like the whole like everywhere, everything, like the meat. You know what I'm saying? Like
damn.
just the canned fruit,
Regular
like,
shit that I would
everything.
want to
Like,
just
you know,
buy.
I just wanted to make a sandwich.
Look at
I
my
just
face.
want-
My dog's so hurt.
No, I want a sandwich.
No,
I
And
just wanted to
there's
make
no
a sandwich.
bread.
Can I have some more?
No bread.
No bread.
Damn.
No, that shit is aggravating.
No,
son. Dog,
you know
that
what
shit is
you-
so fucking
you know-
aggravating.
No, seriously, like there's
You
no
know-
place like home.
You know what you roll up your sleeves and do though? You go down the aisle to where they got you were supposed to have saltine crackers. And instead they got non-salted saltine crackers. and you grab a box of those. And you line them up on the plate.
I'm dying. I'm literally
just cut
dying.
You take that meat, baby, you just
Blah,
like you
blah,
swoop
blah.
around, put all your toppings and your seasonings and your whatnots and your Tony Satchels and your
Crunch.
season all you did.
Where did we get
crunch
Cosby?
and a peach.
We got Marty Cosby. in
Morty
this bitch.
Cosby, baby. It's
You
gonna
take
happen.
all of them things, you put it on the doozy
Hey,
You
for
got
real.
a little
Like, for real,
sandwich.
man. It is-
Saltine-wich.
I'm desperate. It's desperate times. baby.
See, and it was funny as you say that, but I gotta go to the store again, man. I done ate up all my snacks. I didn't eat up all my fruit, so I'm about to go again.
go
But it's
back
like my
to that.
second time going back since this,
Word.
cause the nigga just be
Because
here.
you're home.
I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
here.
yeah, exactly.
And
I
son,
think I'm climbing the walls,
Boy,
bro.
I'm so
Yeah.
glad that like
clean
and
up.
this one thing I contribute to me and Devin been on with this working out shit that I taught myself not to buy like a lot of fuck shit.
Yeah.
Cause I'm eating my shit up. At least it's like fruit. Shit.
right, yeah,
At least
yeah.
it's like granola. You know what I mean? But fuck, I'm out of shit.
Right.
But
Yeah.
the thing that's pissed me off, and this was on this meme I saw, and the meme put it perfectly, and I'm like, dog, like it's one of those things that's in your face, but you don't realize that you probably need to be mad about it, even though on the slick you probably already felt the kind of way about it, but the meme put it perfectly that made me really feel a real way about it. The meme say, it's very disturbing. It's not even a meme. This is a friend of mine that it's a meme now because I copied her shit, but she wrote this as a status. It's very disturbing to see these celebrities announcing that they are COVID-19 positive with no symptoms. Meanwhile, the average person has to over-exhibit symptoms before they can even get a test.
Son, that's the Hunger Games,
wow.
dude. The rich people are always gonna get, priority.
Priority,
son.
yeah, right,
Money
right.
always talks, dude. Like honestly, that shit does not shock me.
We can
That's just a
almost
part of the game.
They
Die.
got their doctors
We are
entertaining,
normies.
man. Nah.
We're civilians, dog. We are normies, dog.
Muggles.
We are the.
All you gotta do
the
is just
worst.
pull out $10,000, which ain't shit for them. 10 bands here, check me. Okay. Click,
They
click,
say I think they
click.
said the test for the average person like 4K.
Oh.
See what I'm saying, son? Like, son, come on, dog. They're rich people. That's just rich people privilege, which they've been had. Fuck them.
And a big thing, and a lot of people have
Yeah.
brought this point up, and it's in your face,
One.
like the bullshit of capitalism. How easy it is for y'all to drop these plane tickets. How easy it is for y'all to I don't have to pay on my electric bill this month.
Working
Yeah,
from home.
like all these things that y'all made very easy. That y'all evict people, y'all cut people shit up. You fuck people over
With impunity.
With impunity. over this bullshit. And y'all are big corporations. Y'all got money to the fact that y'all don't have to be this way. Yeah. But like, and I'm happy for it that in a time of crisis that they're not being fucked up. But it just shows you like, yo,
like showing they actual hand though.
The way things are don't have to be the way things are.
They don't have to be the way.
Feel me?
They got way more power. Like they're way more flexible than they let on.
You
know.
Yeah. What does that mean for the future once things, you know, quote unquote, go back to normal? Like, what's the, you know what I'm saying?
The expectations.
Yeah.
It's gonna go right back to fucking normal because we still ain't got no choice. We still gotta go work for these bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And it's gonna be that real fuckery when people gotta like come up with the money to pay all this shit back. Because it's like I was saying with the students, a lot of kids not in school right now. Y'all better be doing y'all work out there, whether you're in college, high school, middle school, elementary.
Hell yeah.
They do your work, cause a lot of
y'all hit y'all with a hot track.
Cause off the dump,
collecting that money for that online shit,
bro. But don't think that summer school ain't happening. Like don't think that all this time ain't gonna be made up in June, July, and August when the corona ain't as prevalent. You feel me? So if you're fucking off now, you're digging a deeper hole for yourself when they start institute. Oh yeah, if you want to pass your grade, you got to come in June and July. Now if you was the person that was doing your work, you might get out early. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I promote to college, high school, middle school. And if you got elementary school kids, keep your kids on top of their shit, because don't think this is just a vacation. Because dude, I was listening to some shit, and I don't want to add to the fear pot, but it does sound like a very likely event. We're going into April. It's very likely they might not go back for the rest of the spring.
Correct.
I don't think they're gonna go back for the spring.
See?
I don't think they're gonna make it back.
Which means summer. You know what I'm saying? Right. Which means keep y'all kids up on shit, because so when I say it to say, it's the same thing with bills and money.
Yeah.
You feel me? Don't think because energy letting you off this month, they letting you off this month, what have you, that they not gonna come back on some shit. Like on some shit.
I could bill today.
And I could be once again going. I might be adding to the fear. I might be completely wrong. They might just take that lick as a buy for humanity.
Maybe
they might.
I hope they will.
But we all live in the same country, and I would rather err on the side of covering my ass than not. Is all I'm saying. I would love that to be lanyap and me be wrong. I want to be wrong.
Facts.
I want to be wrong, but I'm prepared to be right. That's all I'm saying.
That's the same thing I'm saying, dog. Cause like. One thing I fucking know, dog, the gods require a blood sacrifice, son. They require a blood sacrifice. This shit is not free.
For something.
It's not free.
Nothing for something.
So FEMA had people paying them back.
Right.
FEMA had people paying them back money. They claimed that they wasn't going to have people paying back.
Yeah. Give it up, son.
Bruh. Not everybody, of course, but dude.
Fuck that check.
That made me kind of scared for that Donald Trump check.
Yeah. And I advise anybody, honestly, until we find out more details about that shit, I would have the mind of just holding on to that fucking check, because them bitches gonna want that bitch back, son.
What if it only go to taxpayers, though?
You know, fine.
What if you didn't pay your taxes?
No. Listen. All I'm saying is the bitch is gonna come with a fucking catch.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
It's gonna come with a catch.
I'm sorry.
Dog.
What I'm saying is completely separate from what you're saying, so that's rude. No, you're absolutely, I feel you. Like, it's going to be some catch to be had there, and if there's not, again, that's lanyap. But no, I don't disagree with that at all. I'm saying separately, how are they going to decipher who gets the money?
Who gets it? Oh, I guarantee part of it is going to be what you just said. For people that's caught up on taxes.
They'll be the
if you're behind on taxes, they might like take it out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just take it out of your tax debt. There you go. You're welcome. That's the U.S.
So they're gonna give you like, but here's my thing.
Always student loans.
Same shit.
My thing with money, whenever you get it, they always withhold taxes. So they're gonna give $1,000, and how much in taxes are they gonna withhold? Like how much is actually going out to the public? You know what I'm saying? Or is it really everybody's getting $1,000?
I think it'd be a tax free.
I
think it's a tax free check.
It's a tax free check.
And that's why un-American.
That's un-American.
I'm like,
that's not American at all.
Am I wrong?
Tax free. Tax free.
Am I wrong?
Soldier boy, go out the closet. Soldier boy, where you at? Bring him out.
Oh my God.
Tax free. I'm like, is that the first time in history?
What the fuck is going on? Let me find out.
Oh my God.
So fast.
Man, people gonna keep getting strangled for that shit.
What? Tax free, niggas, that is dope money.
I know you got your
You can't give everybody dope money. You wildin'. You trying to get niggas killed.
Make it to the dope. Like,
You trying to get niggas killed out here. You
That
tripping.
don't happen. That don't happen. Not here.
But there's a lot of question marks in the air. We living in a historical time. We're gonna look back on this time. It's gonna be it's a story to tell.
It's a very epic story.
Things will never be the same after this.
Yeah.
I kind of hope they aren't. Honestly, like
In some respects.
in some
Y'all nervous
respects,
about how it's gonna bounce back?
I mean, I've been nervous about our economy before this. This only makes it worse.
Word.
Cause our economy, cause right now people getting laid off if you work at restaurants. It's like there's so much shit going down. You feel me? Like right now, my money kind of is really fucked up. Just being a teacher and an artist. I ain't even getting no auditions. My main job, freaking, they say they gonna still pay us throughout our contract, so that's lucked up.
Cool.
But remember, that don't help me out because I just lost 2 of my contracts. Like I really wish I still had those contracts before when this happened. So I'm still on the under. So even me personally, I'm not like a waiter or nothing. So I can only imagine if that's what your shit was.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a lot in the hospitality industry, especially in New Orleans.
Yeah, suffering, son. It's so terrible, son.
Yo, it's a lot of shit going down, son.
And I'm a live performer. All of my
music people,
artists
terrible.
are fucked. Us artists are fucked. So it's a trying time for a lot of us. So that's come I had to laugh when my landlord sent me that message because I'm looking like, lady, like I got it loud and clear because you got bills to pay too. Mm-hmm. But what happens if I don't?
Right.
What if I got a residual coming, so I'm gonna be able to pay this month. But they talking about it's gonna be past this month. They don't know when.
Right.
Shit gonna start accumulating. Everything that even in the industry, everybody talking summer. Everybody talking summer like the world gonna come back to normal summer, June, something like that. Trump said August, but a lot of experts say June. But we're in March. So how you get to April and May?
I think that's kind of spot on. It's probably gonna be like June, like summer. It's gonna be summer.
How do niggas like us get through April and fucking May? You feel me? That's some shit, yo.
It really sucks, dog, and it's gonna really depend on the powers that be's compassion, son, and how much empathy they have for people in general. Cause like, say,
and we got Vader in office.
Yeah.
What you saying though, my nigga?
Like if you fucking, like say you own a apartment building, right? And you got people that rent. Like you want to just like kick out everybody who can't fucking pay. You're not gonna make no fucking money. So you gotta be flexible in some kind of way because otherwise you're gonna lose all your fucking income. Cause it's like,
cause if we're in a spot where like New York and California both shut down their cities, right?
Yeah.
Now, let's say that shit starts spreading in various degrees. Because, of course, like, I don't think New Orleans is going to be fully shut down like people thinking. But, like, let's say they're
going to do curfew.
But let's say, I don't know if this has hit us fully yet, but let's say we can hit with only the essential jobs shit. Because we ain't got hit with that fully yet. What to all the people that don't have one of these quote-unquote essential jobs, what are y'all expecting?
What are they going to do?
For all these bills. Like...
I think
what are bill collectors expecting? What are the bill collectors of the bill collectors expecting? Like, I mean, it's a long line. Everybody got bills. Who you pay got bills.
Son,
and on and on and on and on.
Everybody just has to chill, brother. Fucking rich people that control everything have to take an L, son. Like, that's the only thing that's gonna like really help. Now, the likelihood of that happening, basically nil. You know what I'm saying? But it really depends on how much compassion the power people have. Because we can't do shit. We work for them. The fuck? We work for them.
Oh my God.
They got the whole checkbook.
So, can y'all just cancel student loan debt?
Y'all gotta do something.
They refusing that shit, and I feel like that's all imaginary money. Just cancel it.
Just cancel this shit.
A lot of it because some of us have been in debt for so long, it's become just fake money.
Like they might as well cancel this shit any fucking way. Though.
We need to do like Monopoly, y'all. Y'all need to just clear the board.
Clear the board.
Give money out and just start from scratch. You just or something.
But that would be too much like right and equality and equity. Equity, I would say, not equality. But we don't have control over it, son. We have no control. The only thing we can do is social distancing. That's what we can do. We can kind of help contain this fucking shit between each other. But
they said the one shit they tell us to do is stay inside and do nothing. The easiest thing most of us can do, and it's become the hardest thing.
They got the fucking checkbook, son.
Because
it's
most
complicated.
of us didn't realize how much we depend on each other. And depend on that socialization to survive.
Mentally.
Yeah.
That's who we are as human creatures, though. Like, we depend on other humans, though. Like, we need that shit.
Yeah.
You know, there's exceptions to every fucking thing. So, you know, before you get your panties in a bunch about that shit. But I mean, generally speaking, human beings, like, we need human contact. Like, we need body heat. Like,
yeah.
That's important mentally, you know.
Well, I think that's what we're gonna call the ETOUFEE of the day.
Chewing that bitch.
Man, my nigga, for some reason when you say get your panties in a bunch, I was on some alliteration shit. And I was like, why don't we say get your boxes in a bunch and get your panties in a pinch?
There we go. Don't get your boxes in a bunch or your panties in a pinch.
Niggas.
I can get behind that.
I like that.
Let's go alliteration. But yeah, y'all, man, so that's ETOUFEE today, y'all. We got into, there was a bunch of shit I wanted to get into, dog, but we just Rona that Rona, and I don't feel like getting into other news stories. Because ironically, I had a couple other news stories that had nothing to do with Rona. But Rona. 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 But let's get to that. There's some. Hi.
Rewind.
That dose of damn. That dose of NOLA'Murica.
Do what you gotta do to survive in these hard times. You better keep a strap on your lap when it's wartime. I come from the city where the skinny niggas die, but I might be your father, so I gotta stay alive. That's why I spit more fire than the semi-45. Growing up in the jungle turned me to a warrior. Now I spit it better than Biggie, Jigga, and Nas. No disrespect, it's just my competitive drive. Crank the engine, I'm on the road to riches. Baku finish, I'm smoking O's and spinach. Bro, look what you started, I gotta kill it. I just hope you come and pay my bond when I finish. Even the judge told me that my bars are convicted, cause I get these rappers to death row with every sentence. I hope you lame niggas stop fronting for these bitches, cause you ain't really ballin', lil' daddy, you penny pinching. And I ain't saying I got a little homie, but I be grinding. Yeah, it's gonna take some patience, I know it's all in the timing. My mama gave bird in the sky, her sun shining. I'm a Kimberlite pipe, all I do is spit diamond.
Rest in peace, BLACKnMILD.
Son, I can't, son. Fuck this whole year, dude.
Rest in peace, DJ BLACKnMILD.
Dog, BLACKnMILD was one of my idol DJs, dog.
Sorry.
Like, he was one of the ones that, like, really got me, like, wanting to make, like, bounce mixes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a generation, dog. Like, he, like, really changed music in New Orleans as far as DJs and shit. Like, he was cold, and he was talented. He was so talented, dog. Like, he could scratch and everything, son. Like, that nigga was, like, he's a stand-up dude, too, bro. It just sucks.
Another local legend.
Like, right after Weeby, too.
Weeby,
He was
right.
just at Weeby's funeral, Joseph. Now he's dead. Like,
It's so funny that word is like come back.
Resurface, yeah.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Like I remember when it was Lil, like Joseph used to say that shit and then disappeared, and now like I be seeing it like there's groups and people just be saying this shit again, just some new other shit.
It all comes back. So
I heard it for the first time when my students said it like a year and a half ago.
Really?
Yeah, they said that shit.
You ain't never heard that before?
No. What I'm saying is like the resurface.
Oh yeah.
My students said it, and I was like,
whoa.
What you know?
Yeah, right. Like, what you even know about that? Right.
Yeah,
we say that, Mr. G. Do y'all?
Do you? All right.
Interesting.
So
it all comes back.
Everything comes
So
back.
do y'all put the stick on your shoulder too?
Right.
I mean, they don't do that.
Y'all don't do that yet?
They don't do that anymore.
Okay.
They don't do that anymore. Something else now.
You talking about the fight? You got to make that very clear for people who might not get that culture.
Oh,
Hit back and
so
then you put the stick. Oh, it could be anything. It's not
It could
even
be a stick, a leaf.
I feel like I was
right.
watching like a Big Frida interview on the Breakfast Show, and she just said that shit and just kind of kept it going. And nobody questioned what it meant or nothing.
Yeah,
nobody stopped to like explain it what that means.
Okay, it might not be just New Orleans. It might not be New Orleans, but it might be a black cultural thing.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think
We have listeners all over the world. They might not know about the two children daring to knock the thing off the shoulder to start a ruffian, a good old squabble.
I had to punch a couple of niggas in their shoulder, bro.
Swashbuckle.
Gotta have.
Fuck that leaf.
I ain't gonna front, like, you know when you really grew up? This is when you really know you grow up past a leaf situation or the rock or whatever. When he put it on the shoulder and you just sneak that nigga.
Yeah, right. You just sneak the nigga.
Fuck it.
You already know what it is, son. You know what it is. Sneak clicking.
I remember the first time, so it's like something clicked in. I'm little. Yeah. Something clicked in. They were like, we put it on the shoulder. I bet you can hit it off. And like, I've done the shoulder shit before. Like, but I don't know. It's like that one day I really didn't fuck with that. I was mad that they broke us up in the first place to start all that bullshit. Yeah. And somehow Lil Me was like not having it. So I'm mad and shit. And they're like, what? As soon as they put it on there, that nigga was looking back. It was just on. It was just on.
That's it.
It was on.
It was gonna be on any fucking way.
I don't recall leaf shouldering after that.
That was the end of that shit.
That was it. I think that was it.
Like he broke the code, man. Ain't nobody gonna play by the rules no more.
I woke up on the table in Westworld in the real world. I'm made.
Okay.
I turned the game.
Niggas. All right, bet.
I got consciousness.
That's funny.
You want to know what's funny? I've never done the leaf on the shoulder either because I was always short. And I had the short man complex my entire life. So it was just, we would rumble if you told me some shit.
Yeah.
No, see, I ain't say I never did the leaf on the shoulder. I'm saying that was part of our culture growing up, like me and D-Rod. And Ma, we were the same age too. That just was like a kid, like, you know what I mean, when you're kids type shit because... I mean, but that's another thing too. I don't want to box kids neither. Just because you do the leaf on the shoulder, don't mean that you also did not do the leaf on the shoulder.
Right. They can be two things at once. Right. It's duality.
And then some niggas we didn't even get to those leaf, nigga. We rumbling.
Right.
I was one of those.
It's a riddle, nigga. It's a riddle.
It's a riddle. I'm trying to tell y'all. Free game.
I don't even recall doing it. I always just recall like words being exchanged and fighting happened. That's what.
That's all it took.
Cause like I grew up in the Callio projects, and it was like across the street. The school was right across the street from the projects. So I don't remember. I don't recall doing. I've seen other people do it. That's how I can even make the reference. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm still. We almost 10 years older than you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So even if you've seen it before in your lifetime, how it probably was our culture when we were like, we were like 7. Yeah. And we're not talking about being teenagers doing this shit.
Issues,
you know what I mean? Like when you live, it's a different culture. By the time that custom gets to you, it's so watered that it's different is what I'm saying. You have experienced it differently. You know what I mean? I'm not taking away from your experience. I'm just saying none of us can go back in time, but you know that should be different. In the headlines taken straight out of Only New Orleans, step-grandfather arrested in shooting of 1-year-old during Mardi Gras.
Okay, so there's so many things wrong with that sentence, but like, how does it go? Like, how are you the step-grandfather? Like, who are you? Like, you're the...
And he's 28 years old, so you're a 28-year-old step-grandfather.
So what? I don't even understand the.
I don't know if I want to go down that rabbit hole.
Now it sucks that a 1-year-old gets fucking shot because you're goofy ass. Yeah. But I think anybody reading this gets stuck on your 28-year-old step-grandfather, but some New Orleans shit.
What type of shit y'all niggas?
Police say they arrested the step-grandfather of a 1-year-old shot near UMC on Mardi Gras Day. Damian Randolph turned himself into the violent offender warrant squad Friday, 3 days after Mardi Gras. He's married to the victim's grandmother. So he married the victim. So
he's married to the.
How old is the grandma? I hate to ask.
They probably.
How do you shoot the 1-year-old? He was charged with illegal possession, domestic abuse, battery, blah 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 blah. NOPD officers responded to the interaction. I just want to know how the fuck did you shoot the child who's identified? Yeah. They didn't get. They're not. New Orleans supposed. Family members started a fight, and one of the child's grandparents reportedly pulled out a gun and started shooting. Okay, so he started shooting some New Orleans ass shit. You shooting at a fight.
And yeah,
he caught a stray. 1-year-old caught a stray. At least he's still living, but that's some awful shit.
That's awful.
Oh my goodness! But that title just stood out to me when I was looking for shit. I said, "Step grandpa, what the fuck?" And last up on here before we get into the shit, Louisiana father says police arrested him for cursing at his son. Did y'all see this?
Yeah, that dude in Slidell.
Yeah. It went viral.
How is that possible?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. How is that even possible? He didn't lay his hands on the kid. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with him cussing the child in public. I don't agree with that. But as a father, however the fuck I see fit talking to my child, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. It's not like I'm smacking him. You know what I'm like? It's not like I'm smacking him around or abusing him. You know what I'm saying?
Verbal abuse is abuse, though.
Yeah, but to arrest him for it,
I mean, I'm just gonna throw this out here too. Another story originally reported that he was cursing out the police. Neither one of those I feel like should get him arrested.
Right,
I'm just throwing the other side and on top of it. But when I first heard it, I was like, why they arrested this man? But then when I think about the verbal abuse, I'm not saying he should be arrested, but I don't know. Like,
it's not okay.
I put like this.
Per se, what he was doing.
Put like this. 95% of the time, I wouldn't side with a cop, right? But I would want to say that there's a world where there's a 5% where I would be uncomfortable watching a nigga go in a certain manner on their kid, even verbally.
That's true too.
I'm not saying that's the majority. Like, but if I see like your average mom with get the fuck here, I'm not gonna say go arrest that woman. But there's a level to it. Like I said, that's why I say it's not the majority of that. But there's a level of it somewhere in there where there are going to be cases where if I saw this nigga like going in, like you motherfucking stupid ass bitch, like going in on like some 3-year-old, I ain't saying arrest, but I would be like reprimand somebody, get this motherfucker, like that's not how you talk to a 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a world that exists, but it's not the general.
As an officer, like if you was to see that like on that level, I'm pretty sure like they would say something and just like check on a kid or whatever. But I just don't want to live in a world where you can be arrested for what comes out of your mouth. That's a very slippery slope.
So he said, I told my son, the altercation began when Mitchell's family pulled into a parking spot to a truck outside of Walmart. He said his son opened the car door to get out and almost hit the truck. He said, I told my son, don't be fucking doing that shit.
I told him that too. I was like, no, that's it. What the fuck you doing?
You know what I'm saying?
But it's the same thing I just said. I just said I wouldn't be mad at some woman telling her kid, get the fuck out. It's the same thing I said too.
Yeah, right.
But Mitchell said Swan was in the truck and told him that he couldn't curse at the child and not use profanity in public. The married father of 5 said he told Swan he can't tell him how to talk to his child. Things escalated quickly. Of course it did. Mm-hmm. One video shows Mitchell cursing at Swan as he leads his children inside the store. So I guess he cursed them both out. He cursed out the kid. Then fuck you. One video shows Mitchell cursing at Swan as he leads his children inside the show. Call who the fuck you want to call. You better get the fuck on, but you got me fucked up. These my motherfucking kids. Mitchell says at one point, calling the officer the N-word, nigga. Swan responds by making a comment about a great country.
Make America great again.
Oh, God. A second video shows Mitchell and his family leaving Walmart. When he walks outside, Swan and several officers arrest him, and after Mitchell and Swan exchanged words, he was booked on using obscene language and disturbing the peace.
Disturbing the peace. That's what they
Mitchell was
with.
released from jail. That's some bullshit.
That's bullshit.
Bullshit.
Yeah, they want to arrest him.
Bullshit.
Wow, fuck out of here.
Disturbing the peace.
He told her don't be doing that shit. Come on now.
Yeah.
Mind your fucking business.
That's whole shit.
Come on, son.
That's whole shit.
And that's the side of the cops that I don't like. The ones that take their power and they just want to run with it. You just felt the way because that man wasn't respecting you as much as you thought you should get respected as a cop.
You wanted that man to turn around and go, oh, sorry, sir.
Yeah, sorry,
Don't
sir.
do that again, sir. No. Mind your fucking business.
And when we say some cops have that about them, that's black or white. They got some black cops that want you to shuck and jive for them because they have power. When we talk about the cop thing with the power, that's a whole other issue, dog. And it's frustrating as fuck. Last up, I just want to throw. I'm gonna ask you, him, who you? Oh no, I already know it's gonna go here. You know we've been doing for the Dose NOLA'Murica. We ended off with a local music shout out, and it's been my kid Javon. You've had a song on here once, and I was gonna ask you as a music cat of the city who you nominate to be it for this episode, but I don't need your recommendation because I already know what it's gonna be. It's the most obvious thing that should be the local music shout out for this episode. The Corona Bounce song. We have a actual Corona, only New Orleans. Only New Orleans.
Of course.
Only New Orleans. So I'm gonna plug that Corona Bounce, all right, Chip, for y'all people outside here to know how ignorant we can get.
Hold up. MC Shaky, the official host of Bounce Music.
Okay, well, a witness here. What I seen was a horrible, tragic situation.
Hold up. Bitch, you know you wrong. All the lights all gone. The Corona. The Corona. Bitch, you know you wrong. All the ground me gone. The Corona. All the pro tops gone. The beach and peroxide gone. Man, everything gone. Bitch, fuck the Corona. Fuck the Corona. 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 I can't get no ham ho. I can't get don't need hoe. Wait a minute. Hold on. Bitch, they ain't got shit in the stove. I've been looking for some tissue paper all night. What the fuck? Is you niggas using tissue for wipes? Using tissue for wipes, for wipes, for wipes?
A horrible, tragic situation.
You got the corona, the corona, the corona. All right, wash your hands and your motherfucking feet. Oh yeah. Wash your hands and your feet when you talking to me. Wash your hands and your motherfucking feet. Wash your hands and your feet when you talking to me. Ho.
This is for Corona, you coughing, nasty, fever having hoe. Why you got them declaring state of emergency with your contagious ass? All right, slay. Corona trying to run up, but I don't want no smoke. Next thing you know, I got a whole sore throat. They say we can't work, we gotta stay up in the house. But bitch, I got bills and my snacks ran out. I need toilet paper, my booty finna stink. City locked down and I can't even drink. I won't make it past a week, I'm about to be your goner. Can't do this anymore, man. Fuck Corona. Man, fuck Corona. Corona. Can't do this anymore, man. Fuck Corona. The city locked down and the streets on fire. Trey hit me up, but I don't wanna be bothered. I miss out with the kids, double E and riders. Niggas fucking with no rubber, trying to give you that virus. You coughing, you sniffing, you sneezing, bitch. Fucked around and got Corona dick. Can't even clean my ass cause the toilet paper gone. Bitch, Corona, you wrong. Rock, Rona, rock, Rona, rock, Rona, rock, Rona, rock, Rona, bitch. Trying to give you that virus. Corona this, Corona that. Man, you can't trail with the nasty flex. Worry about the virus, need to pay your tax. Nasty roller rap, bitch, you need to get some flex. Corona this, I don't want that shit. Corona that, I don't want that shit. Corona this, I don't want that shit. Corona that, I don't want that shit. Back, get the fuck, ho. Get the fuck, ho. Back, get the fuck, ho. Get the fuck, ho. Back, get the fuck, ho. Get the fuck, ho. Quarantine, bitch. What's up, Lala? Stay back, ho. Bitch, you heard about her? Oh no, did you just come? Bitch, that hoe got Corona. That's nasty, bitch. Hell nah.
No, huh?
Bitch, I know you lying.
Bitch, I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. Bitch, I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying.
I'm just gonna read these headlines because we about to get about this bitch. 1. Woman befriends mother's killer. So apparently, a quick rundown of this story. This dude killed her mama, and then she wanted to meet him to understand her mother more, and now they're besties, and she looks at him as another father, even though he decapitated her mother.
Metal. That's fucking metal.
Gross.
You got some kind of I don't know.
I have a question. I'm like, I know it's not gonna be. It probably don't even matter, but I got to ask.
I already know what the ask question is. What's up? What's your thing? What's the
Black
question?
or white?
White.
Okay.
Did you have to really ask?
Yeah.
That's
I had
not
to confirm. I know. I just
black people. We do some.
I had
fuck,
to hear it.
They some fuck things that we do. There's some fuck things every race does.
Like she would befriend this nigga to slit his fucking throat
I'm about to
when he
say,
least expected it.
right.
Like I would be nervous if I were you, motherfucker.
Right.
This is a plot. This is a plot.
About to say you ain't about to kill my mama.
Yeah, come on. No.
Did you say decapitate?
Nigga.
Yeah. I'm going to watch the life leave from your eyes.
I'm going to get closer to my mother. No, I'm not going to talk to any of her siblings. Or my grandmother.
He said he felt like she said she felt like he had a view on her mom that she couldn't that only he had, and she wanted to understand it.
She crazy. You know her mom? Like were they in a relationship? Like
crazy,
what?
Bro.
What like?
Bro,
I don't even know.
She's a crazy person,
bro.
That's all that is, huh?
People out here selling on the internet used masks.
That's fucking gross.
Nasty, very
what?
nasty. It's happening. It's out there.
That's a
they selling them as used as new, or they just selling them as used masks?
Let me go to the. I was just trying to do headlines, but
I'm sorry, my bad.
The shop owner, it's a shop owner said he sold up to 200,000 recycle masks on Facebook. Yep, it's a thing. It's a fucking thing.
Recycle? What the?
Yep,
what the fuck does that even mean?
And last up on NOOO, huh?
Bitch, I know you lying.
So apparently this man right here been popping up butt ass naked.
What the hell?
What the hell is this shit?
So
gorilla.
So this is a coronavirus prank text that goes around where it's popping up. I haven't gotten it, luckily. The guy. So apparently, folks are sending these friend messages offering crucial information about the coronavirus. But when you get to the end of it, boom, you get hit in the face with this naked ass nigga with his big ass anaconda dick. So that's what they calling it. Of course they blacked it out. I don't know. But yeah. So what happened was, so this has been going viral. People have been laughing about it, et cetera, until you find out that the guy's dead.
Holy shit.
So now motherfuckers like, well, people been selling shirts, merchandise with this guy on here. Whoa. But with the dick covered, of course. And now they like, well, his estate, people, his family like, well, nigga, up that money, that nigga dead. How you making money off my dead people? Yo, it's real.
Who the fuck was this?
Yep.
Oh, y'all metal, man.
Yeah,
was
man.
It just some just regular dude, taking a good hey, check it. Like, what the fuck?
Hey man, it's out here. They won't give the real name of the dead porn
they
guy.
Should definitely.
But
okay,
they
definitely owe some coins.
That's what's going on out here, and
that's only random.
Yeah, and then random. There's a spot in Thailand. Some random shit went down where wine got in the pipes, so like instead of water coming through the damn faucets, it was wine. Whoa, what? Right? That's crazy.
That had to be cool.
Yeah, I was about to say that sounds like a dream.
I don't know if I would have drank that
I don't
shit.
want to wake up. Probably not, but
I want to drink
probably
wine that's coming through the fucking pipes.
That either.
Probably got all kind of shit particles in it. Hell no.
How the fuck did you take a bath in that?
This shit particles. Ooh, how did they take a bath?
Wine coming through the plumbing? Not a good idea.
Now you've made it gross.
Sorry, guys. I'm here to help.
We were living in a world.
I'm here to help.
Yep, that's definitely booty soup wine.
Pop, what's that sound? It's the sound of that bubble.
Now they all got some weed coming through the faucets. I'll take it as long as it's not wet.
I'll smoke
as long as it's not wet. But let's get up out here with that hero highlight.
And we all happy, feeling good inside. Cause people doing good in the world of pure defuckery. Like the shine a light, all the person, all the niggas doing good. In the pure world of pure defuckery. Fuckery.
We ain't got a lot of heroes in the hero highlight today. I just want to shout out ChamilliHoneyPotInsiders. A lot of people don't know this about ChamilliHoneyPotInsiders, but a lot of people don't know MC Hammer owns a piece of Twitter. This is trippy shit. He owns a piece of Twitter. Like a lot of people tells MC Hammer's story thinking that just ends in bankruptcy. Well, no, that nigga flipped some money and he got into like Silicon Valley and invested in startup websites and such and apps and such. And one of them early on was Twitter. So this nigga got he's a multimillionaire shit off of not just Twitter but other ones as well. One of the people who inspired was ChamilliHoneyPotInsiders because MC Hammer said he used to tell all kind of people to do it. ChamilliHoneyPotInsiders didn't say that MC Hammer told him to do it, but he saw like him in that space and was like, what you doing? You know what I mean? So then ChamilliHoneyPotInsiders started investing in a bunch of startups and such. And one recently was this 16-year-old girl situation, and he plans to invest in more young people creating things that like on the tech end and on the app end.
I really want to go to Silicon Valley and see what's on the up and up as far as apps, because if you can buy some early stock in that shit,
bro,
you could be Gucci. So
Hammer C keep trying to tell people.
I want to go,
especially rappers in the game. So y'all got all this accumulation of money. Let me tell you where you could put it, but live them won't be listening. ChamilliHoneyPotInsiders had a hit record almost 10 years, and that nigga's still a actual
rolling.
He's really rolling. They hating. So I just want to shout out ChamilliHoneyPotInsiders on that level, and I want to shout out black people for supporting that honeypot company. After the people they was targeted for by a bunch of racists because they're a black owned company with some black shit. So black people came and they had them sell out in ways that they never had before. They hit new record sales wise on some shit.
That's really amazing.
Yeah. So shouts out to black people for that, and big ups to anybody that's actually standing in their house.
Big ups.
Big ups.
God's work.
You're doing God's work.
Like a good neighbor, stay over there.
Yep. Yeah. That's where we're gonna leave it. You know what I mean? All these people, they about to go home. So so that's episode 95. Episode 95. We're just doing this for y'all, man. The content can't stop just because
we're still under 10, so that's good.
We're doing what we're supposed to do.
Good.
The content cannot stop just because we're in crazy times, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta keep doing what you're doing. You gotta keep You gotta keep doing what you're doing regardless.
Keep plugging away,
keep plugging away. That's the best way to put it, man. So we gonna be here. We gonna be putting out shit. Hopefully, when Marty get caught up on season 2 of Westworld, we can have a real talk about Westworld. But we will be.
Is anybody watching that Madam CJ Walker thing?
I'm going to catch it. I just heard about it.
I was watching. I watched like maybe 10 minutes of it right before I came over, and I was like, yeah.
Series of film.
It's a 4-part series.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, and that's
about 45 minutes a piece.
I mean, she got to make up for mine for me, so let's do it.
Ha! Yes, she does.
And big up to the Snowpiercer show. Speaking of her, that looks gonna be tight. It's gonna be on TNT.
I feel like I've asked you this before.
Series on TNT.
Right. You know about the movie, right?
Yes.
Man. You haven't seen it, right?
I love that movie.
You love that movie.
Yeah,
You've seen it. Okay, right.
That's the only reason I'm talking about it, bro. That wouldn't even give a fuck.
Exciting. They're making a show.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
That was a great movie.
Is it like? But I feel like how far? I guess I don't know. I guess you could expand upon that first season.
This
It's like that first season.
Nope. Stop. This is one thing that I had to tell myself out loud recently, dog.
What?
Creators create.
What?
Oftentimes we be like, I don't know how they and somebody gonna come up with something. No matter
yeah.
what, dog. You get a team of people to come up with an idea, they will come up with an idea. You feel me? That's just gonna happen. So it's not my job to figure out how. If you tell me you're doing it, it's your job to figure that shit out. God damn it.
Word.
So we'll see where it goes. But I think it could be an epic series because you can't get to the end and making it seem like the movie didn't happen. So it's gonna just take longer time to get to the end. And the thing is, whenever you get to the end, you got more story you can flip. You remember, this train is the only thing left of human civilization. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't even have to only be about.
Or is it?
We don't have to get to that ending part of that possibility. I'm just saying. But true that too. You can get to season 7 and learn some new shit. Some whole hidden valley of people. There's so many ways you can write something that you can make something last if you really want to make it last.
Yeah. Ooh. Well, if you treat, I guess you'd have to. You have to treat the movie like the movie didn't happen in order to go back because
give it
flesh it out.
Yeah,
flesh it out. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
But it's that actor guy, Martin Bats Bradford. You can find me at Mr. Bats on all your social media platforms. Spelling Mr. Out, you're gonna find another cat. If that's just Facebook, you guys look at Martin Bats Bradford. Other than that, Google a nigga. And for episode 95, side B, the Rona so we out of here.
It's me, D-Mac. Instagram, FrenchBread.kid. Instagram, at YourDigBrand. YourDigBrand.com. Facebook.com/YourDigBrand. I'm out. See ya.
Yep.
It's your boy, HAnh. The Great Glaspy, Raheem Glaspy. You can find me at The Great Glaspy on all your social media platforms. And go get my album, No More Karaoke. You can find that at thegreatglaspy.bandcamp.com.
His favorite host Marty here, MARTYEdwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snap at the chat. Also go to LorrainePictures.com, click on that Your 30 tab wherever you get your podcast and stuff.
He can't even get it out.
Can't get it out. I co-host a show there with this guy named The Arrogant Observer. He's at home quarantined now. Him and his headphones.
The Quarantine Observer.
The Quarantine Observer. Check that out. That's all.
That's it. Y'all hit us up at flywithbats@gmail.com. As I always say, we want y'all to be part of the conversation. Hit me and Marty up at reviewingdat@gmail.com. You send us something. You refer it, we review it. That's how we do it.
Yep.
And hit me up just to hit me up.
Just help your digbrand.com just cause, man, you need some shirts in your life, man. For this episode, shouts out to AlphaJo. Mm-hmm. We out this bitch, man. See you in the next couple.
Collars, chasing green dollars. Don't worry about tomorrow, we gon' party tonight. Whether you work a 9 to 5 or 10 to 6, just know that living life is your true benefit. So when it's time to clock out, it's time to rock out. Throw a party in your neighborhood and bring the block out. Let's take alcohol shots until we pass out. But when the cops come, we got to smash out. But listen, on a serious note, don't let your workforce determine your happiness. After the first, you probably still be in debt. So live your life with no regrets. You heard that money doesn't equal success. Nope, success doesn't last if you're stressed. Nope, and you're too blessed to be stretched. So please have a rock style, God bless. For my blue collars, chasing green dollars. Don't worry about tomorrow, we gon' party tonight. So get on down on the dance floor. Girl, your shawty by the hand, let her know that she the one. So get on down on the dance floor. I grab your man by the hand, let him know that he the one. So get on down on the dance floor. Everybody try to have blue collar. Hey, this is for the blue collars, chasing green dollars. Even cashmere's get grass stains. Champagne won't change all the damn pain. Nope. So keep hustling. hustling, don't stop grinding. Whether you're serving food or let the shoe shine.